Awesome. I think we are set. Actually, let me make sure. YouTube might not have sound. Oh, that's so quiet. Boop. You guys can hear. Give me a second, guys. Okay. I had to set up in my bedroom today. Hey, Jake, good to see you. Right on. Thank you for, it looks like you shared. Thank you. Lori, hello. Lovely to see you. Hey, guys. So, it's going to be a weird setup today. Actually, I want to turn on here so I can see what's happening on YouTube. Let's see, it's working. Oh, what the hell is that? Wow. Why is it doing that? Well, that's hilarious. Oh my God, that looks... Oh, that's weird. Something like that. And then move it over. Okay. Wow. That is frustrating, to say the least. That is frustrating. Okay. I wonder how much this F's up everything. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, thank you for sharing the live. Logan, appreciate you. Vegan Heretic, I see you. This is Baby. Virtue Postmortem, what's up? Yeah, the graphic malfunction, yeah. Who else? Kim Cat, what's up? Tyroy, I don't know if I know you. Hey, Martin, good to see you. Jason, Lambretta, Dandelion Gum, good to see you. D-Radical Vegetarian. Oh my God, I probably butchered that. I'm really trying to say it. My ignorant American tongue just can't do it. Awesome, Jason, you were the first other than Lewis, who was last night first, but you know, love it. Thank you guys for being here. So I'm gonna put, actually, nice. I do have a little clip from my other phone. I was like, I can't look at YouTube at the same time, but now I can. All right, so I'm gonna go over why I'm here. Why aren't you vegan yet? Because this is on my phone, I designed it to be on the computer. So everything's kind of huge. I can't move it. Oops. Okay. So why aren't you vegan yet? 18 and older only. And then I have some resources here. Dominion 2018. It's free on YouTube. It goes over just standard practice of what animals have to endure if you're going to keep using them. Nutritionfacts.org is a great place to start if you want to stop demanding animals be used for you. We, 3 times a day demand that animals be exploited for us for just taste pleasure. We can get everything we need from a plant-based diet. So there's no reason to put somebody through what we do. And then below that is the Vegan Daily Dozen. Oh no. I meant to say the Vegan Daily Dozen's out of the nutritionfacts.org. I got confused with my little lines. Usually I have everything flat. This is weird. And then below that is Vegan Easy, which is a great organization that just provides a little more professional help and also community on how to transition into veganism. You can talk to people about the obstacles that you're coming across. They can share their obstacles and you guys can help each other become better and learn how to get over your obstacles or how to live with your obstacles or, how to demand better. Thank you, Axel. Really appreciate you. Yeah, YouTube doesn't tell me when you guys share it. TikTok tells me when someone shares the live, which is weird. But yeah, thank you for doing that. Please like and subscribe. TikTok, if you want, you can go onto YouTube. There are more vegans you can talk to in the chat. There's tons of vegans in this chat too, so there's really no difference. YouTube, if you want, shoot, I actually don't have the link. Let's see if I can do this. Copied. I wonder. Did I come back? I was just sharing the TikTok live to YouTube and pinning the comment. Give them like 30 seconds because there's a 30-second delay. Awesome. Did it bring me back? Ah, there we go. Okay. It is slow coming back. Okay. I'm back. Yes. There's a long delay. All right. Hey, Lori. Come on up. Hey.
Here.
Oh, hold on a second. My volume's down. There. Are you speaking?
Yeah. How's it going?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, yeah, I can. Like, I am.
Oh, now you're coming through my phone. Hold on a second.
Want me to drop and come back?
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Got me?
Yeah, I had to restart my headphones, I guess.
Your Bluetooth.
That's silly. Yeah. Is there a big delay?
No,
Okay, good. Yeah, my partner, so two things are happening today. My partner is doing an interview at 9, and he'll have to use the whole room for like an hour. And then my cat, I have to take my cat into the vet today at 11. So I was like, oh my God, too many things on a Monday. That's not fair.
Exactly.
Yeah. YouTube got frozen.
For a little bit. Are you going to go on and then come back on afterwards? If you're done?
No, I'm just going to go until 11. And then, because her appointment's actually at 11:30. And they're like 5-10 minutes away. So, yeah. YouTube is, okay, never mind. I have YouTube up too, so I can watch what's happening on there. Right. And it keeps having glitches. And I think it's because everything's Bluetooth right now. And I really hate it, but I don't have a choice. So this is what I have to work with today.
It could be, yeah. Well, I hope your kitty's doing okay.
Yeah, she's just acting weird. She keeps hiding under the bed. And other than that, she's eating normal. She's pooping and peeing normal. She goes outside and plays. I don't know. She seems normal otherwise, but it's so weird that she's hiding under the bed. There's no one here. There's like no reason for her to do that other than, my neighbor has had some people over and you can hear them talking sometimes. So that's the only thing I can think of is like she keeps hearing our neighbors. So she's freaking out or something. I don't know. So I'm just taking her in just in case. Yeah.
Always a good idea.
Yeah. Cats can be tricky. They can hide their symptoms pretty damn well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They can.
Yeah. Oh, we have a guest. I'm going to bring up Logic Spam. Thank you also, Lori, for being up here. If you're not following if you're not following Two Spirit Veg, go check her out. She's a great activist. Goes on other vegans' lives, so you'll see when other vegans are live. And
y'all be looking malnourished as hell.
Full of knowledge.
Full of nonsense.
Well, so you don't want to talk? You just want to be a bully?
I do want to talk.
Malnourished?
Well, you're being a bully. I think that you look like an asshole. Does that mean that it's okay for me to be an asshole to you?
Right, exactly.
Stupid. Well, people that are here, make sure you're tapping the screen, at least on TikTok. YouTube, I think it works too. If you tap the screen, it does the likes, share, follow me if you want to know more. But I'm here asking people, why aren't you vegan yet? Why aren't you vegan yet? If you want respect, if you demand to be respected, not be exploited or used without your consent, then you should give that respect to others that have a similar capacity to feel, to experience. Legality does not equal morality. That is true. Oh, okay. I got my first troll over here in YouTube. No one. It's literally not schmurder if it's legal. Well, there was a time when it was considered legal and even morally acceptable by the society to unalive another human because they looked different. Does that mean it was moral? That was legal schmurder, which schmurder just means unjust unaliving. So, yeah. Just because it's legal doesn't make it not schmurder. You do if you do it unjustly. You're schmurdering bugs if you do it, just to take their life, just for no reason. If you're defending yourself or defending your crops, it's a little different. So with eggs, what's happening is we took someone from the wild, we made them mate with someone they wouldn't normally mate with, so their baby was deformed in a way that benefited us, not them, because this doesn't help them survive in the wild. This makes them actually more vulnerable. We're handicapping them. So we took these chickens, the red jungle fowl, who only laid 13 eggs a year, maybe, and they were fertilized. They were trying to have babies, right? We took them from their home and we made them mate with someone over and over and over again. We did this to their babies over and over again until we got the perfect little slave that fit our needs, that laid eggs every day. That's what's wrong with eggs. You're saying it's okay to use someone. It's okay to breed someone. It's okay to use someone's babies for your benefit. It doesn't matter if they're fertilized or not. The mother was exploited. And when you buy eggs, you're saying, I want more mothers to be exploited. Or I want more females if they don't ever have a chick. I want more female bodies to be exploited so that I can eat what comes out of their butt. I'm just telling you why it's immoral. I'm not here to talk about abortion. That's a medical procedure. And it's nothing to do with exploitation. Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation, which means to use unfairly for your benefit. So I'm against exploitation of any sentient being. Are you trying to say that schmurder is not bad, no one? Because that's a really interesting take. I'm pretty sure most people would disagree with you. Do you want to be vegan, Peyton? If you want to be vegan, then what I would suggest is check out my resources. Go to veganeasy.org. They have a professional dietitian that can make meal plans for you that you can follow. If you don't like that group, you can look up vegan challenges. Most of them come with a free dietitian in there, and they'll help you find food in your area based off your budget and your preferences. But if you don't want to be vegan, if you're just making excuses and you're like using your excuse as a crutch because you can't think for yourself, I say that's pathetic. The animals deserve better. There's an argument for necessity, but then there's an argument for being lazy. Are you actually looking for all the solutions, or are you just falling back on a weak excuse? There are vitamins that you can take. There are supplements you can take. What's wrong with those? You can also just eat plants. If you look up nutritionfacts.org or you just Google vegan Dailey Dozen, you can figure out how to eat. They actually tell you little tips and tricks to how to increase the bioavailability in food. So the point is, if you do want to be vegan, use the resources you can find to become vegan. I didn't see. I'm on my phone this time, so I can't really see when people request. Hey, Big Nick.
Hi. Of course, I heard chickens, so I wanted to come up. People down here talking about eggs. You guys know I keep chickens. I've rescued chickens from egg farms. I've rescued chickens from neighbors. I've rescued chickens from vegetarians. It really spans the whole thing. I've rescued them from backyard chickeners, and I think people get confused, and I have to remind them this isn't about the egg. A lot of people seem to only care about the egg. It'll come as no surprise to you when people find out that I have chickens. They don't ask me about the chicken's health or the attitude or how fun the chickens are to be around. The first thing that they ask me is what I do with the eggs. And if I like you, I will answer that question. Okay, but if I don't know you or I don't like you much, I won't tell you what I do with the eggs. I will completely obfuscate, and I will go hard to let them know that, like, because the people down here, they're showing me that they don't care about the chicken. Look, this guy's rescue chicken, laugh my ass off. Yeah, bro, that's exactly like psychopaths in the chat. So it's like, so chickens, it's about the chicken. First of all, it's about bodily autonomy. Okay. Yep. Abortion has no place in this conversation because, like you said, I really loved your response there. It's a medical procedure. We're talking about chickens and animals. We're not talking about women. Okay. And, also these chickens are like, one person down there said, what's wrong? I think it was Ed Thompson. He's actually being kind of polite to me in the chat, so I don't want to be a dick to him. And I just wanted to address it. He was saying, like, what's wrong with taking from something from an animal when they're not killed? Okay, well, these chickens are unalived. They are unalived when they can't produce enough eggs at a fraction of their lifespan. So I think it's around 18 months or 2 years that the menstrual cycle for a farm chicken starts falling off, and then the farmers start culling those chickens. So these chickens are very much unalived for your eggs. It's not something where, like, the chicken lays eggs till it count and then they put it out to pasture. No, they go in and they take the what they consider like non-producing chickens, they remove them and they unalive them, usually in mass, and they usually just bury them in a big ditch behind the warehouse. Okay, it's actually very sad. Okay, so that's really what I would address. And cows too. So people think that they just take the dairy from the cows and the cows just live in a pasture till they die. They don't. When the cow stops producing, it's not economically viable to take care of the cow or the chicken when they stop producing what the farmer wants to sell to you. Okay, and they unalive these animals. They send the cows to the beef farm, they send the veal to the veal farm, and then the egg chickens don't have any meat on them, so they just unalive them and throw them in a dumpster or a ditch or something like that. So saying that they don't hurt the chickens is patently false. Yep. Is really what I wanted to come up here and address, because there's not enough words in a chat line to say all that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I often feel like I'm out of breath after explaining the chickens and the cows, because yes, they don't take their lives immediately, but at least they don't take it through the knife. They've definitely taken their life through violating their bodily autonomy and stealing their babies in that sense.
I mean, I actually see chicken and cow operations as worse than abattoirs because it's prolonged. It's like you're just being held hostage and tortured for years, where the other animals, like some of them get to grow up on a nice farm and then they get unalived, which is not good. And some of them just grow up in squalor, but they're usually here a little bit less. They experience a little bit less suffering than the chickens and the cows. The chickens and the cows are used and abused and then unalived when they can't be used anymore.
Yeah. As far as the spectrum of, immoral, it's all immoral, but definitely dairy cows, I would say, are on the harsher end.
Yeah, and this guy down here, Mr. Yup 81, because chickens, cows taste good, so do pigs. And you know what is also really like awesome? Like grape feels good, but it's not like sex feels good, but I don't go around graping women just because it feels good, just because it makes me feel good. Like that's such a, I'm going to unalive this animal. I'm just going to you know, poke a hole in
Regardless
its
of what they
throat.
want, regardless of what's in the animal's best interest, I'm going to use their body for my pleasure. That's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We do have some requests. Should we pull some people up? All right. Let's do, I guess, Edit Master. If there's anybody that you guys know that's a troublemaker, let me know, okay? The Edit. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Oh. So no.
Yeah, that's not 18. That's not an 18-year-old voice.
That is not. Hey, Jesse. As soon as you pop in, let me know if you're over 18.
Yo, so Big
Hi.
Nick, you're a fucking retard. I don't know. I don't get why
Oh,
you're
no.
Oh, wow. That's very
That's not
ableist. They don't.
Yeah, that was hella
These people are
ableist.
so emotional, dude. They say that we're basing everything off emotionals, but I make like a parallel here between something that people want. They want something. It causes harm. Okay, but just because you want it and it feels good and tastes good doesn't justify it. And I used grape, and now that guy's really upset.
Yeah.
Bro, go cry somewhere else, bro.
Yeah, bro, you're paying for grape. These animals are grape. That's how we get more of them into existence. So you're paying for it. If it triggers you so much, you should go vegan. I agree. It's horrible. You shouldn't support it. I'm also triggered by it. That's why I'm here. Hey, Cody.
What's up, guys?
Okay, right on. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I grew up eating meat, and I mean, I see it as wrong killing them all, and like the way they produce them, but it's such a like normal thing throughout the whole world. I don't see it changing.
Well, why is it bad?
Well, just killing them all and basically
Do you know
just
what?
keep breeding them
Go ahead, sorry.
to keep killing them.
Okay, yeah. Do you know what veganism is?
No, not really.
Okay, just means it's a personal preference. It's an ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. So if you were being exploited and the person exploiting you was selling those benefits, I wouldn't give them my money because I care that you're a sentient being, and I wouldn't want that done to me, so I won't demand it to be done to you. Does that sound like it aligns with like your personal principles?
I don't really have principles. I just I eat it because of I grew up on it, and
Well, that's not what I said, though. What did I say?
you said something about exploitation of an animal of
Right. So if you were being exploited, if you were in a cage and someone was benefiting from you being in a cage, and I could also benefit if I gave them money, I will not give them my money. I won't support them in any way because they're exploiting you. Does that make sense?
yeah, but
Okay. So
then again,
hearing
I'm
that,
not in a
does that
cage.
align? Does that align with your principles? If you saw a human in a cage, but you could benefit off of that human being in the cage, would you pay for that? Or would you say that's immoral? I'm not going to pay for that.
Me personally, I wouldn't pay for another human to be exploited.
Right. Is it because you recognize that they're sentient?
I mean, it's just because I grew up with the right of wrong, knowing that a human is a human, and that's like not the same as an animal.
So why
'Cause
do we
then-
respect other humans? Like, even when it doesn't benefit us, why do we respect each other?
Just because we're the same species.
Right. What does that I'm gonna mute you, Big Nick. I'm sorry. There's a lot of background noise. So what is it though in humans that we respect? Like, do you respect a dead human the same way you respect a living human?
In different aspects, yeah.
Okay, so let's say there's a burning building, there's a dead body, and a living human. Who are you gonna save?
The human.
Well, they're both human.
The one that's alive.
Right.
So,
Why?
because they still have a chance.
Okay, but what does it matter if they're alive? I'm trying to bring you somewhere. Is there something about being alive as a human? Because plants are alive, right?
Yeah.
There's a plant and a human. Who are you going to save?
Human.
Right. Why?
Because it's my species. It's my kind. It's what I was taught to do.
So another scenario, I guess, a plant and Superman. Who are you going to save?
A plant.
You're not going to save Superman?
He's not real.
Are you for real right now, Cody? Do you want to have a conversation? Are you mature enough for this? I don't know. You seem like you're not tracking.
Superman is a fictional character.
You're not tracking. Can you stick with it? If you can't track, we'll move on.
You can move on. I'm just saying Superman
okay.
wasn't
Then you
an
have a
actual
good day.
person.
You have a great day. You have a great day. They are a person.
I just wanted to
confused.
say that we all grew up eating meat. Like we all grew up, and I know very few people that did not.
Yeah. I grew up eating meat. I made fun of vegetarians when I was growing up because I didn't understand. They wouldn't even talk to me about vegetarianism, and I would still tease them because that's the society we live in. Whoop. We just do whatever other people are doing. And
I think I know, like this. I know this one family. They're a reggae band. It's the Lamb's Bread. I think I bring them up when I'm on lives, and the whole family's vegan. I love visiting them because I don't have to worry about anything. I just go visit. They've raised all their kids vegan. They're all like in the kids are all in their 20s now. They've all been vegan for like almost 30 years. The kids are like in their 20s, and they are hands down the politest people that I have ever met in my life. And the kids are all like super tall and healthy and have all like this lush, like shiny hair when it's not, I mean, they all wear dreads because they're Rastafaris, but the one kid, his hair was too fine to dread. And it was just like so silky and lush and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you can be really freaking healthy on a vegan diet. Like what we're finding is that we thrive using plants for our sustenance. And honestly, people that don't have access to it, I'm honestly worried about because, you know, if you don't have access to the things that can make you live longer, to me, that's an injustice. So, yeah. All right, let's bring up Benny. Benny, are you over 18?
Hello.
Hey. Are you over 18?
Hello. What was that, sir?
Are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm 23.
Okay. So why aren't you vegan yet?
Because I've noticed I feel a lot more energy when I substitute in animal protein for plant protein.
Have you ever actually been plant-based?
Yeah, I have. I've had periods where I've cut my animal like protein intake down to once or twice a week.
Okay. What did you eat instead?
It was like plant-based proteins.
Like what?
So it was like chicken.
Give me an
beans
example
or
of
nuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
You didn't eat tofu or tempeh?
No, I'm not a fan of that stuff.
Seitan? What about seitan?
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Okay, those are all really protein-dense foods that you should definitely give it a chance to. Why didn't it work out?
I think there was like some nutritional stuff that was missing there. I don't know. I didn't.
Did
feel
you
the
talk
same
to a
as when I was eating
professional?
other stuff.
Did you talk
I
to a
didn't need to.
professional?
I didn't need to.
Okay, so you just did plant-based for like a day, and then
No, I didn't say that at all. I didn't say that at all.
Okay, how
I said
long
I
were
tried
you?
it.
How
There
long
was
were
a
you
period of
plant-based?
time for about
What's
3
this
to 6
period of
months
time?
where I was
3 to
having
6
it between
months.
1 to 3 times a week.
Why
Yes.
were you doing this?
Because I was trying out my diet to see if I could decrease health.
Why?
benefits. What do you mean?
Oh,
by?
just health benefits.
Yeah. That's
Okay. So what I would say is you should get some actual motivation and watch Dominion if you want to know why vegans are vegan. We're not vegan because we don't like the taste of food. We're vegan because we don't want to demand someone's exploitation. So, you know,
Right.
maybe you didn't look for the right information because you didn't actually want to be vegan. You just wanted to eat healthy, which honestly, eating healthy is boring.
That's exactly right. I don't think being vegan is
eating healthy
like
is boring.
valid
But
that
you
way.
can eat. I'm sorry, what?
I think humans are capable of more than animals, therefore we are worth more than them.
Well, you're greatly confused because you can be
I don't think I'm confused at all.
just as
I think
strong,
humans
if
are
not
the most
healthier.
capable
Hush,
of
honey,
on
hush,
the
hush,
planet.
honey, hush, honey, hush, honey. You don't know things. You haven't done research. All right? You can be healthy on a
So you know
plant-based
things
diet.
because you can talk over
Would you
people and
shut
I
the
can't.
fuck up? Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Look, you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics makes it clear that you can thrive on a plant-based diet. Just because you don't know how to cook for yourself doesn't mean veganism is unhealthy. Veganism can actually be extremely healthy if you want it to be. Veganism isn't about health, though. It's about the victims. You have victims, okay? If you want to be healthy, I don't care what you do. If you don't want to be healthy, fine. Leave the sentient beings out of it. You can thrive without using animals. And the fact that you say we have to use animals tells me you haven't done any research. You've watched Joe Rogan and that's it. And I really think you need to be better equipped. Like I said, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics say you can get everything you need on a plant-based diet. There's other groups of dietitians that agree. There's the British dietetics, there's the Australian dietetics, I think the France and Italy ones, they all say a plant-based diet is safe and healthy for all stages of life. I need water.
Is he still in the comments?
Yeah, I don't know. He dropped off, but I just wanted to say, guys that are still watching, like, you can go online. You can watch the Game Changers.
Yeah,
you can watch Sinnet Nutrition. He's an ethical vegan that's super healthy and super fit. You can watch Named Delgado. He has a channel, super healthy, super fit. Brian Turner, super fit, eats like a fucking junk maniac, bro. This dude is super yoked off of vegan junk food. All right. This dude's eating chicken patties. I mean, he eats a lot of tofu, but he's eating like chicken patties and seitan. He's eating like vegan pizzas and like, dude, the dude has like the worst vegan diet and like the best vegan frame I've ever seen. It's so funny.
Yep. Brian Turner. Yep. He's a great.
It's not all that bad, huh?
Yeah, no, it's not. That's why it frustrates me when people are like, no, it's not healthy. And it's like, I have so many examples of where it is and people can obviously thrive doing it. What's your excuse? Like, you just didn't want to do the 5 minutes of research? You just listened to a podcast and thought that was good enough? That's what it feels
all
like.
These plant lives activists down here, like, so I try to explain to them, like, you know, like when so I do a lot of gardening anyway. I can take a potato and I can cut it in half and I can put half in the ground and I can grow more potatoes and then eat half the potato and nothing there actually is unalive. But if I take an animal and I chop it in half, all I have is an unalived animal. Like, you can eat it, but that's it for that animal. That's it. It's not going to go on living. So the plant life does matter. And I can chop a potato in half and put that potato in the ground and grow 50 more potatoes off of it as it keeps going and propagating. Like, these two things are not the same. And also, plants communicating. I don't know. My routers communicate. My computer communicates with my router, and my phone communicates with my computer. Does that mean that all of my
communicating with TikTok right now?
Yeah, like that. These devices must be sentient, right?
Yeah, must be. Yeah. Honestly, guys, even if plants were sentient, you would still go vegan to reduce the harm on them because we feed so many plants to the animals that you unalive. So it's just a disingenuous argument. All right, lookism. Are you over 18?
Yes. Do you know?
What year were you born?
2000.
I don't know if you're 25, but okay.
Okay.
So why aren't you vegan yet?
Because veganism kills you.
Why do you have to make things up, guys?
Then.
Right,
Let me tell you something.
I must be dead.
Right,
I need
Let me
one
tell you something.
animal product in 7 years. I must be dead.
Yeah, must be dead.
Eaten it like 26 years, so I must be a corpse.
Yeah, must be.
What an idiot.
Yeah, what an idiot, dude. Dumbass.
Yeah, pretty dumb.
Why are we so mean to the guest? That dude was not cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Welcome to the
No, you're totally fine. That's exactly why. Because he was a dick. I wasn't even mean to him though. It's just like, oh, you coming in here making stuff up right off the bat. All right, Pro, are you over 18?
Yeah, I'm 21.
Right on. So why aren't you vegan yet?
Well, honestly, I haven't really thought about this issue a lot. I'm open to like hearing why I should be vegan, but I just haven't been able to come to like any. I just haven't heard good arguments for why I ought to care about like the well-being of animals, like and to be vegan. So,
Do you know what
Dog?
vegan?
No, I was just wondering.
Do I have a dog?
Well-being of animals. Do you have a dog or a cat?
Yeah.
Do you look at their well-being?
Yeah, but I don't think it would be immoral if I killed it. I don't think they have any.
Kill
I don't.
your dog or cat and eat them?
Would I do that?
Yes.
No, but not because I think it's immoral. Just because it would be like icky.
Icky.
Yeah, like I don't think animals really have any intrinsic worth. It's more so like instrumental.
Have you ever actually looked into that, or are you just assuming because it benefits you?
Well, I've looked into it. I just haven't found anything convincing.
You haven't found anything. You haven't found the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness. You haven't found the New York Declaration of Consciousness. You haven't seen any animal welfare legislation in any country ever?
No, I'm saying I have, but I'm saying
you have. Why are those there? Why are those there if animals have no intrinsic value?
I think just because we've agreed as a society that they have intrinsic value.
Why? That's like saying
I don't know.
Plants deserve inherent value.
Good question.
So you're telling me that you would think it would be totally moral if I started a dog farm where instead of just eating the dogs, you actually kick them, we restrain them, and then we just kick the living crap out of them. Think that's moral?
So I would say that harms the person more so.
Oh, it harms the person. We actually have special shoes that are made out of metal. The inside's really padded, so your foot totally
serious,
safe.
Dude?
Foot's totally safe. Is it okay for me to go ham on this this dog before I kill them and eat them?
I would just say it's not prudent, but I don't think you're doing anything immoral.
Oh, it's not immoral for me to kick a dog.
Morals.
You're psychotic, dude.
Yeah,
literally psychotic.
He'd fucking eat his brother if he had to.
Like, that's crazy. Yeah, if someone feels that way, they have a red flag on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, you have the potential to take life from humans because you don't care about sentience. Right. Like, that's terrifying. You should go talk to somebody.
He's probably gonna grow up to be a schmurderer.
He might already be one.
Might already be one, exactly.
He kind of talks like one right now.
Yep.
He's talking like a rapist in the sense that I don't care what my victims experience. I only care about my pleasure.
No, we're not, Sel. No, we're not, Sel. We know all the people we talk to. We talk to so many people. We know attitudes, personalities. Give me a break.
Yeah, the idea that we're not comprehending what people are talking to us about is almost insulting, considering how much you guys actually do this.
Yeah, debunker or whatever. It's because they're alive. That's why.
They're sentient. It's because they're sentient.
They're sentient. You're sentient. Yeah. You think it'd be okay if somebody just wanted to come unalive you, dude, because they don't have morals?
I don't know why that person dropped. I was going to talk to him. Hey, Bing. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay, why aren't you vegan yet?
I find my nutritional needs met a lot easier with an omnivorous diet.
Okay. Let's say
I don't know.
all
I found my needs met easier on a vegan. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just going to let him know I had like a potassium and vitamin D deficiency before I went plant-based. And when I let my doctor know that I stopped eating meat, he basically let me know that it was his words exactly. This is the best decision you could possibly be making for your life. Now, really, it's for the animals, but this is just a benefit.
Right, but I find on a vegan diet, there's not a lot of B12, there's not a lot of omega-3s like DHA, EPA, creatine's hard to come by. There's a lot more bioavailable products in animal products than there is in vegan products. I don't want to eat supplements and fortified foods in order to get these things.
That's a myth.
not a myth. But
So
I take
guess
the
we can
same
move on from that
supplements
one
that
if
I
you don't
did
like it.
before I went vegan. So I take the same supplements now that were recommended to me before I ever went vegan. All right. Because no matter what you eat, you have to plan your diet right. So if you did eat vegan food or plant based, you would want to plan your diet right. And really, I mean, going doing for the health is really a great reason, but really the animals are the center of the conversation here. Like what you're talking about is it's all been proven. People can do it if you take the time to just go to Nutrition Facts, read a few articles, like go watch Game Changers, something like that. You'll understand that. And maybe after Game Changers, move up and maybe watch Dominion and find out like why we're here is we're talking about the animals. Our health is fine. And if you went vegan, your health would be fine because you sound like a smart dude and like you might plan things out.
Okay. Well, I see the point. I can move on to another point. We can put a pin in that one. The other big point I have is that plant-based
hold on one
agriculture
second.
isn't.
I realize I was muted, but I just want to be clear. You can choose to be healthy or not healthy on a vegan diet. That's up to you. But the potential to be healthy is totally there. Do you agree?
I think it's varied, but I think it's easier on an omnivorous diet to be healthy than it is on a vegan diet.
Do you think convenience justifies violating someone's body so you can lick their insides?
Yeah, I think it's a factor for sure. Yeah.
So humans taste like bacon and they have everything a growing human body needs. So why don't we just start farming human babies?
It's immoral and weird. We're not cannibals.
Why is it immoral?
Because we're not cannibals.
What's wrong with cannibalism?
It's illegal and weird.
So legality equals morality?
On occasion, with something as extreme as
It
cannibalism.
does not, actually. Just based off of your statement, you agree with me. Legality does not equal morality. Some things can be legal that are immoral, right? Slavery, for example.
I agree. I can give you great
Yeah.
examples of things that are legal and immoral. For example,
Right. So I don't need I don't need you to talk forever. I do appreciate that you have a knowledge base. That's great. So we agree legality doesn't equal morality. What's wrong with me farming babies for baby bacon? Why is it immoral?
If you're going to mute me when I'm trying to make points, I'm not willing.
I mean, if you're going to complain about how I treat you, I get it. It's hard. And if you can't tolerate it, I get it. You can leave. Why should I not farm babies?
You're asking me why you shouldn't farm human children? That's
You gonna
what
answer?
you're asking me? Because I already did. It's
Are
weird
you
and
tracking?
stupid.
Is this that hard for you to answer?
It's weird and stupid.
You don't
I
know
said
why
it like-
you don't know why we respect babies?
It's weird and stupid to farm human babies.
See, this is you copying out. Like you're literally not wanting to think hard about this. You're like, this is too much. I'm just going to cop out.
I don't need
It's
to
just
think.
immoral. Oh, it's just immoral. Oh, it's just immoral. That's called begging the question. Because they're babies. No, I'm asking why. Why is it immoral? You're not telling me why. What is it about a baby that we're protecting?
I mean, it's human nature. They're our own children. They're our own species.
They
No.
are sentient.
Do you know what sentience means?
Jeez.
Yes, I know what sentience means.
Tell me what it means.
Something that is alive, something that has a consciousness.
It's someone who's able to have a subjective experience, which means they have their own experience of emotions like joy, loss, pain.
Yes, I agree. Do you not think
they care what happens to them, just like how you care what happens to you.
I agree. I see what you're saying. I also think that rabbits, hares, foxes, mink, deer, insects, arachnids, caterpillars, birds, rats, mice,
They're
fish,
all sentient. Yes,
all sentient. And it's a real shame that large-scale crop farming kills all these.
It's a real shame that the animals that you use eat those crops, isn't it? An animal that you use eats way more plants than a human, don't they?
Does that excuse the fact that
So if you're
crops
worried,
are killing these animals?
are you concerned about the animals in the field?
I am a farmer myself.
Are you concerned? Hey, stop pivoting. If you can't focus on the conversation, I'm going to kick you. You're running from every question. Do you think we should reduce crop deaths? Yes or no? So it doesn't matter
Yes,
then.
but I
Why are
don't
you
think
bringing
it's
it up as an
possible.
excuse? What's veganism?
I'm not bringing it up as an excuse. I'm bringing
What's
it up
veganism?
as a sense of
What's
morality.
veganism? Bing, shut up and answer the questions. What is veganism?
Veganism is the consumption of products that don't include
That
animal.
is not veganism. Veganism is a principled stance against exploitation of sentient beings. If I can avoid demanding your exploitation, I avoid demanding it. Is that clear?
Do you think that you avoid the death of animals?
When I demand crops, am I saying I want you to unalive bunnies and rabbits and voles? Or am I
You don't have a
saying I
choice.
want this carrot? Would you shut up? God damn it, dude. Like, seriously, take a second. You're so focused on trying to win that you're kicking dogs for fun. You are kicking dogs for fun. And I'm telling you, you don't need to kick dogs for fun. You can go kick rocks. You can kick something else. You don't need to eat animals. You can eat something else. Those animals want to live. They're using their body. They're using the secretions that they have. You don't have ownership to them just because you're human. That's called human supremacy. It's very similar to other supremacy movements that we've had. And every time the rhetoric is the same. My species is ordained. My species is better. Therefore, I can just dominate whoever I wish, regardless of the fact that they can feel. I don't care. I can use them. This is what you're defending. Does it feel good to defend that?
Can I just make a point before I leave? Because this is not, I don't feel very accepted here.
Yeah, you're not accepted because you're just up here saying that animals aren't worth anything.
Well, he's not. I mean, he came in and he really wanted to go with the it's not healthy thing. And I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to shut that down really fast.
You can absolutely interrupt me. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, and sorry for bugging him too, because I just knew he wasn't going to get it. I knew it. No matter
you guys don't need to apologize.
Totally
fine.
He didn't understand sentience, no matter how you gave it to him.
Yeah, he did. Well, I think he did understand it. I just think that it was inconvenient for him because his point was, I don't want to change. Yeah. You know, I'm comfortable with my habits now. And it's like, but you're using someone. That's what I'm saying. Your habits are harming someone directly. And you can do the same habits with something else, an alternative.
Something else
that
doesn't
hurt. Exactly. That doesn't cry out. Oh, hey, Sierra. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm losing my mind a little bit at these people.
In the house.
I'm pretty sure. I just have a feeling all these boys are like from the same Discord or something.
I get this feeling too. That's why I'm like already blowing up. I'm like, really? You just the same group of people?
And boys is the right word, Sierra. Boys is the right word.
Yeah, I might use more colorful language, but I won't for TikTok purposes.
I'm right there with you. I gotta bite my tongue a little bit, like children, cowards.
You could always restart if it keeps going this way because
that's true.
Like a bunch of them are in here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just absurdist, just saying the most absurd things. Because let's go trigger the vegans.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it a couple more tries, just because so the issue is I'm on my phone, and if I end the live, I got to run out to the computer and do stuff at the same time. So if I can hold off, I will. Please, people, I don't want to talk to children. But if it gets bad, I will restart.
Mayed she says she's 19. She looks like she's old enough.
Okay. Oh, okay. Amia. I can't see your whole name. Is it okay if I call you Amaya? It just says ... after that. Amaya Yaddy. Okay, I see a little more. What can I call you? Amaya. I'm so sorry. Wow, I butchered that terribly. Are you over 18?
Yes, I am. I'm 19.
Okay. So why aren't you vegan yet?
I cannot physically eat a lot of foods besides meat without getting sick.
Do you think those without your condition should be vegan?
No, because it's their body, their choice.
Okay, so what about the animals and their choice?
The animals don't know what's going on, and it's literally God gave us these animals to eat. Like
so if I gave birth,
no, he didn't.
It doesn't matter what your Bible says. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because if my Bible said that I can enslave, enslave non-vegans, right? That wouldn't give me the right to enslave you.
Yeah, but he didn't say that.
You don't know my Bible.
Does your Bible say that?
Yeah, my Bible says I can enslave non-vegans.
Wow.
Your Bible says you can enslave humans.
No, it doesn't.
It does give rules about how to do it, yeah. In the New and Old Testament.
It does not.
Look, I'm not here to argue with you about your Bible. I'm just saying it doesn't give you rights over someone else's autonomy.
Okay, but you were literally like 10 minutes ago comparing human children to animals when they're not even.
What's the morally relevant difference? What's the morally relevant difference?
One is a human and it has conscience, and the other
That's called begging the question. They're both conscious.
Animals feel the same as you do. They feel the same.
So you're saying that abortion is wrong too, right? Because
no, I'm talking about exploitation.
About abortion.
We're not talking about abortion. We're talking about exploitation.
We're not talking about religion.
Yeah, we're not talking about religion or about medical procedures that is between the person who's having the situation and their doctor.
Animals are literally there for us to eat, though. That is
okay.
And if
non-vegans are here to be my slave. Non-vegans are here to be my slave, and I'm better than you. So therefore,
animals are a human-made construct.
I'm using your logic against you. So
but
yeah, I agree.
Animal, not a human.
You're an animal.
Yeah, but I'm a human. I can speak. I can talk.
What's the morally relevant? Just so you could. There are humans that can't talk. There are humans that don't have sapience. We still respect them. Why?
I mean, I've literally seen my pig cry because he got poop on him and he was upset about the situation. Animals 100% have feelings and absolutely know what's going on in the slaughterhouse. Please stop.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, animals can smell way better than we can. Many of them can see more, like can see a larger range of things. And because a lot of them aren't as burdened as we are with thinking about thoughts, sapience, right? Some of them do have sapience, but they're not as distracted with their thoughts. They're more in the present. So when they walk into those slaughterhouses, they're hearing all those loud noises, all these strange people, right? They're having to go into weird places they've never been before. It's terrifying. And then they get shoved into a tiny space and have a knife dragged across their throat. They absolutely know that it's a fearful place. And even if they didn't, let's say I came up behind you and you didn't know I was there and I pew-pewed you because you taste like bacon and you have iron in your body. Do you want to be that victim?
Okay, but I'm not.
You are an animal.
But I'm not an animal that's going to be killed.
But you're an animal. You are an animal, though. You are an animal, though.
Okay, but
women are taken and trafficked all the time, ma'am. You are an animal that is at risk of being. Well, little boys are taken and trafficked all the time. Are you a little boy? Are you like under 18? Like
no.
Okay. Little boys are taken and trafficked all the time. Young people, okay, like me, a big dude with a beard is a little less likely to get approached for that. But I had to dodge those situations when I was some little skinny 130-pound kid running around on the strip in Reno. Okay, so people are in danger of being taken and put in cages and trafficked also. Okay.
But how is it hard to understand that humans are different than?
You can't tell
Nobody's saying that animals and humans are exactly the same. We're just asking people to have. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. What we're saying is that we have the same consciousness. Nobody's saying that we should give animals driver's license or anything like that. We're just saying that these animals think and they feel, so they should be given consideration. They understand when they're being hurt. They understand when they're being loved. They should be given consideration.
So do you kill spiders in your house?
No, I don't. I let the spiders live. I'm pretty sure that the change in the couch is rent from the spiders. Besides, kicking spiders out of the house would be classist. I'm not going to do that.
What?
Hey, Amara, I have a question. Do you think that dogs, cats, chimpanzees, dolphins, etc., do you think those animals were put here for us to eat?
No, because that's a different type of animal.
Oh, so just the animals you want to eat were put here for us to eat. That's very convenient for you.
Very.
No, it seems pretty convenient for you. I literally cannot eat a lot of food besides meat. It is.
You can't eat vegetables. You can't eat fruits. You can't eat beans,
No, I can.
rice, legumes.
I can, but if I do not eat meat, I get physically sick.
Okay.
The issue isn't that you can't. Yeah, the issue isn't your condition. The issue is your mindset. You want to hurt animals.
But it's other people's choice. It's not your choice to tell people what to eat.
There you go. So you can eat whatever you want. It's just your choice that you want to inflict pain on another sentient being. Do you know how many animals are unalived a year for your plate?
Do you know what would happen if we did not eat animals? Do you know what?
Wait. Yeah, the world would be greener. How many are unalive for your plate?
Do you know how much gas and methane that...
You don't...
Go ahead, Lori.
You're not listening. There are 93.5 billion land animals a year that are unalive for your plate. And we're not talking 1 trillion, we're talking into the trillions of sea life. We have dead zones in the ocean right now that if we can't fix in time, we're not going to be alive. We have runoff from all of these farms that are polluting our water and our air and our ground. What do you think's going to happen when all that is gone?
So I just want to be clear. If we stop farming animals, they have a study on this called Reducing Food's Environmental Impacts for Producers and Consumers. And they found if we stopped farming animals, we would actually reduce our agricultural land use by 75%. That's America and Brazil combined. That would be saved. And at the same time that we're saving this land, we can feed 10 billion humans. I really hope you're listening. All right. So we can basically eliminate or have the potential to eliminate world hunger if we stopped farming animals. They eat way more than you do. We have to grow plants to feed them. It's the trophic pyramid that you guys like to talk about all the time, that food chain, right? That's just telling you about the movement of energy through the eco-webs. So you have the primary consumers that, the grass, then you have the secondary consumers, the tertiary. So the herbivore eats the grass, right? The carnivore eats the herbivore. When the carnivore eats the herbivore, every time you take a step up on that ladder, you're losing 90%, 90% of all the energy that went into the individual. All of it. So that just tells you right there how inefficient it is to use animals on a planet that is burning. It's not why we're vegan, but it's definitely a really good reason to consider it.
Yep.
Veganism is more about those individuals. So let's say you were right. Let's say that the environment does better. We could feed more people or something like that, right? I would still advocate for the individual because they care what happens to them. They don't deserve that. We have alternatives. That's the point. We care about the individual. If you were in the cage, we would care. We would stand up for you and speak up for you and say, she's an individual. She cares about what happens to her. Stop using her without her consent. That's all we're doing for the animals.
Right. And these
you can unmute
animals
yourself.
are a human construct. They are not what the original animal was.
Yeah, she left.
We bailed.
Yeah. Well, hopefully maybe she learned something.
19-year-old mind.
I'm hoping maybe what she heard is what helped her realize that she's defending animal abuse. Like I
watched Dominion, whatever her name is, and check out the resources on her background. Yeah. When you watch Dominion, then come back and tell us what you thought. Because I highly doubt that you've ever been to a slaughterhouse and have smelled it and have heard it.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, until you see that, you're not going to know what it is you're defending. You're going to keep thinking it's these happy little farms.
But we're rude. She's 19 and smart, yet she left because we're rude.
No, she left. I understand what she said, but you left because you know you're wrong. Or you couldn't figure out the mute button, one of the two.
She didn't destroy us, dude. She didn't destroy us, guys.
I don't know how she thought she destroyed us.
No.
Hey, Kara, are you over 18?
Yeah.
Did I say your name right?
Yeah.
Kara, okay. So why aren't you vegan yet?
I just think that if you are vegan, it's going against the natural way of life, and I think that if you are vegan, I think you are very stupid.
So you don't want to have a conversation?
Yeah. No, you came all the way here to say that?
Yeah.
Is it real natural to be on a cell phone and on TikTok? How natural is that?
Is it
Did
pretty
you ride
natural
in the car today?
Is it pretty natural that I mogged the shit out of you?
Is it natural that you're so stupid? He mogged. These guys, same Discord chat. Bunch of little boys.
Exactly.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Mogged.
Mogged? What does that mean?
I don't know, bro.
Okay.
What?
It's their new lingo.
He's a Dr. Seuss.
Well, what happens is
you back in?
Let him back in.
No, please don't.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, he is a ghost.
There's a company called Moga that is for women's health.
It's like, where the hell did these kids bring up these names? What the heck? Are they anagrams or what?
I don't know. I can't find
theory. I can't remember. Maybe it was Nick. Someone has the theory about all these internet boys using mogged.
Oh, so it is a common term?
Oh yeah, these teenage internet boys. They all say, "I mogged you, bro."
Oh my
What?
God! They're like a bunch of Dr. Seuss's. I am what that's Popeye. Sorry, I was gonna yam it. I am.
Your camera on, Kara.
All right, so let's just
solve. Allow you up with your camera on anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't want your camera. What are you gonna say?
Too many people have done too many weird things on camera.
Yeah, we don't want to see your big hairy stanky thing. Okay, that's okay. No. You don't need to flash us that.
Yeah. Gross.
Alpha male here. I'm just hanging out with the ladies at lunch. Like, what the fuck do these guys think is happening?
Alpha male? How are you an alpha male?
How's that guy an alpha? He's getting kicked off of chats by girls, and he thinks he's an alpha male. Bro can't even talk to women, and he thinks he's an alpha male. Dude, that is hilarious.
Sorry, dude.
That is so funny. Now you guys know what it means. Oh my God, that is
pathetic. Pathetic. Oh, hold on a second. There we go. I have someone being ridiculous in my YouTube chat.
How old are you two, Will?
Yo, you're still in here arguing about food?
Are you here to have a conversation, or are you here to cry?
Here's another one.
Huh?
Bro, look at his avatar. All right, so I do have a young person in the house, and he usually gives me the ins on what the young guys are talking about. He's pretty.
What does ENM mean? What does ENM mean, or CNM? Ask him that. I see that a lot. I'm like, what the heck does that mean? Gosh, I don't know.
He doesn't have that one for me. He doesn't have every little thing. He is getting into his 20s, but he did say, hey, Mom, beyond the Urban Dictionary, he said they just think it means that you were triggered, that they triggered you, and now they're laughing. Even though I'm not triggered, like the little boy, like the things that trigger me, like my son is good at that. He can trigger me. He's funny, but I get mad, and I try not to. But anyway.
Oh, whack looks like another one. I don't know if you want to keep him in the comments. He looks like another one that's sticking up for the dude that was just up here. Another kid.
If he's not saying anything abusive, I don't care. No, what was his name?
He's just
okay.
whack.
I don't care. Oh, whack.
O-W-A-K.
Oh, I see him. Okay.
CK.
I mean, they always get out of pocket once they're on, though.
Yeah,
Justice
that's okay.
for KC. Okay.
I'm gonna
You
bring
sound
up.
like
I'm gonna bring up
very
Dawn.
immature child.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up Dawn. I don't like it when people ask me to come up, only because it usually means they're a child. Oh, Dawn, you're not there? Okay, I guess not.
Oh, Duncan is another buddy of his.
Oh, okay. Oh, so many children. I gotta say though, what you guys are doing is you're boosting my algorithm. That's helpful.
Thank you.
And you got
Big
quite a few
Casey.
people on YouTube, so there's that benefit, I guess.
Right now, they're going to see more vegan content in their feed because they're engaging vegans.
Yes, that too. That too.
You're gonna get more vegan content.
Godzilla, please don't spam my chat. I don't appreciate that. That's all right. I'll just mute him.
Yeah.
Brandon, are you over 18?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, why aren't you vegan yet?
I just kind of think it's in our nature to eat meat, and I enjoy it.
Do you know what veganism is?
I mean, not really. I'm sure it has a broad definition, and you fit somewhere in there. I don't know what your niche is.
Yeah, so veganism was coined actually in like the 40s, the word vegan, and it's an ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. So if you were being exploited and someone was selling off the benefits of your exploitation, I wouldn't support that. I wouldn't give them my money. I wouldn't advocate for people to use you because I know you care about what happens to you. Does that sound like it aligns with your principles?
I mean, towards other humans, sure. I guess I would ask, like, what exceptionalism causes you to make veganism the face of, ultimate compassion for other living creatures, like when there are still humans that are facing, like...
I don't demand human exploitation.
No, that's not what I... No, I'm saying...
That's what veganism is. So I'm going to repeat to you what veganism is. Veganism is about the choices that I'm making and avoiding demanding exploitation. So wars happening elsewhere, I'm not demanding that. I can speak up for that, absolutely. But veganism is just about you not demanding exploitation of someone else or someone else's oppression. If you're
Brandon,
demanding it, stop. Go ahead.
And it's not like we don't like step.
What you're basically saying is, if someone was to come into the live and say, why the bleepity bleep aren't you like talking about like what's going on in China right now instead of talking about animals, then your answer would just be that veganism.
You're muted, VSL.
Sorry, that of course happens. You're telling me that because there is suffering happening to humans elsewhere, I can't stand up for the animals? What are you doing?
No.
Why aren't you? Well, wait, Brandon, wait. Why aren't you live right now talking about human issues if it's such a big deal? Why are you wasting your time on a vegan live to try to shut me up when you should be talking about those that you're standing up for right now?
Hey, Brandon, can I ask you a question? Hey, my guy. All right, so in this conversation here, do you think that vegans aren't talking about human-centric issues and joining in protests and boycotts that have to do with benefiting other people? Do you think that that's not happening?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I guess what my question was, like, if somebody was to make that argument, if somebody was to attempt to claim that you were not that you were talking about the wrong issues, would your response just be that like those issues, the exploitation of another living being, human or not, your answer would be like, yes, I do care about that because as the way I've described veganism, obviously that falls within that circle. Like, would that be your answer basically?
Well, no, my answer would actually be a little bit more in depth. So right now we're talking about veganism. When I'm off at the Pride protest, I'm talking about rights issues. When I'm off at, BLM, I'm talking about police abuses. I'm not at BLM talking about veganism. You know what I mean? That's my thing. Now, furthermore, what it comes down to is vegans often care about these issues that you're talking about and join in and talk about them. Okay. We just try not to decenter the animals, right? issues matter. They matter to a lot of people. Like if I walk up to somebody and I ask them how they feel about human trafficking or something like that, most people that I talk to are against that. I don't have to go create necessarily here, at least in the United States, maybe not in other countries where that thing is prevalent, but maybe here, like we all believe that that's wrong. Most people like you talk to are, hey, do you think a puppy mill is okay where they're breeding a lot of dogs? Most of us agree that that's not okay anymore. You know, adopt, don't shop, stuff like that. We've agreed on these things. Okay. Now, when it comes to this, like if you walk up to somebody and say, how do you feel about animals being held captive in, you know, bondage so they can serve you meals, shoes, and entertainment, most people are wishy-washy. They're like, oh, I kind of don't like it, but I'm okay with it because I participate in it. Like if I walk up and ask somebody how they feel about trafficking women, they're against it. I'm against it. They're against it. The conversation is over. I don't need to go make a campaign and a live to talk about. In some countries, you do. Don't get me wrong. But if I walk up to the average person and I say, I don't think that pigs should be kept in a house of slaughter and served to people on their plate for a fleeting experience of taste pleasure, most people will argue with me about that. And that would be my answer, because people do care about those a lot and they agree that those situations are wrong. But this situation here that we're talking about, we have trouble getting people on board with that.
No, that's fair, and like I get where you're coming from. I guess on my end, I just like one of the first thoughts that really comes to my mind is that if an individual is going to be campaigning for, like, there's not it's nice.
Wait, Brandon, why do animal rights activists have to be active for all other causes? But if you're active for, like, let's say Gaza, or active for women's rights, you don't have to advocate for the other ones. Why aren't you in those other lives telling them to stand up against racism or the people in China? Why don't you go into those lives and harass them? Why aren't you
letting
rights?
me finish my sentences?
So I just want to be clear, though. What you're saying is that instead of the animal rights,
I can be more clear if you allow me to finish. I get that you're the host and you can mute me if you like.
Why are you not vegan? Why are you not vegan?
I explained at the start that I'm not.
Why are you not vegan?
Can you stop interrupting me, please?
Why are you not vegan?
Is this what you're? Is this?
Are you going to answer me, or do I have to move on?
I tried to answer you and you interrupted me again.
Okay, well then you can go cry in the chat. Then I'm kind of done trying to get you to talk. I understand that I cut you off, and yes, that was rude, but I also know where you're going, so I don't really want to waste more time with you. You've been up here quite a while. Hey, me, are you over 18? Me, are you over 18?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
I don't think I ever will be. I believe
That's not
that
answering the question.
eating animals, I can answer it.
Can you?
I believe that eating animals is our God-given right. And it's part of the animal kingdom, the circle of life.
Are animals sentient?
That's why. Yeah, I believe they're sentient.
What does sentience mean?
It means they're aware of their surroundings, and they're aware that they're alive. But most
it means that they're having a subjective experience.
And they typically all have the experience of being alive. And
well, being alive, being alive it's just sentience. It is, being alive is the first step. Sentience is the next one. Because plants are alive, but they're not sentient. So that's my point.
I disagree with that. I believe plants are sentient. Plants are definitely sentient. They can.
It doesn't
they
matter.
Can feel
I don't
nerves.
care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Why aren't you vegan?
Well, you don't care if plants can't feel because you don't.
Plants aren't sentient. Knock it off.
Why aren't you vegan? Oh my God, me. Please.
I'm not vegan because I love the taste of meat, and I believe it's a great source of protein and nutrients, and I don't want to get my nutrients elsewhere. I don't want to have to go to soybeans to get protein.
Where do you get your vitamin C, though?
Where do you get yours? You don't get it from a cow.
Where do you get your fiber, bro?
Yeah, where do you get your fiber?
I get my fiber from meats.
Meat doesn't have fiber.
Meat's
That's like the
like
dumbest thing. Congratulations for saying the dumbest thing I've heard all day.
Doesn't have fiber. No fiber in there. No fiber.
Nope.
I really don't
So you
eat a
don't-
lot of fruits and vegetables. I mostly eat
those
meat,
cows you
typically.
those cows you
Bro.
eat are given supplements.
Well, typically it's not cow. Typically it's venison and elk that I eat.
No wonder they're so angry. They're all constipated with all that meat and the veggies, dude.
For sure.
What, the elk and the deer?
You are, yeah.
constipated?
You are. You're constipated because you're eating body parts.
I'm definitely not constipated.
I bet you are.
No.
Struggling a lot,
There's-
sitting on that
there's
toilet.
no
Fucking
constipation.
asshole. Ugh.
You probably go to the
No, there's no.
bathroom once a week if
I
you're
flow.
lucky.
I flow with ease, baby. I flow
don't
with
believe
ease.
it. Yeah, me neither.
Once a week.
Why don't you believe it?
Before I was vegan, oof, it was rough, let me tell you. But now
Right?
it's
Dude's
amazing.
fiber deficient and doesn't
He's got
even
no
know
fiber.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't have fiber, man, you're
So-
pushing hard.
How is eating vegan better than not eating vegan? How is
Because
it
you
better
don't
than
hurt
not
animals.
eating
That's how it's better.
Exactly.
Does that make you feel good, or is it
Yeah,
just
it
like
does actually.
Makes the animals I don't hurt feel better. You know, it's not about
Yep.
me and it's not about you, bro. Okay, have you figured that out yet? I got these pigs down here. They're rescued. They don't have to suffer from anyone anymore. So I don't participate in that. I don't pay for it. So like what's hard to get about this? I mean, I'm not going to say you seem like a smart dude like that one guy earlier because you don't.
No, don't say I'm smart. I'm not smart. Don't get me jaded on that.
I
I'm
appreciate
an
the
idiot.
honesty.
Like,
I do
don't-
appreciate the honesty.
Said animals have
Don't,
fiber.
don't call me smart.
That's why we
I
want
just
to help
know.
you,
I know
dude.
what's
That's
good
why
for
we wanna
me.
help
I know
you.
it tastes good. I know it feels
Oh,
good in
you
my
do.
gut.
You taste like pig. You do taste good.
You know what
You must
feels
taste like
good?
pig.
Yeah.
You know what feels
I
good?
could taste like pig. I don't know. What
Oh,
feels
go ahead,
good?
Sierra.
I don't know. What feels good?
Kind of
feels
lost my
good?
train of thought.
All I was going to say, you know what feels good is grape. I love grape and other people against their will, right? Feels good to me.
Grapes
anything
are a
immoral
delicious
with that?
fruit. I know
It's
the
not-
grape
so
you're
you,
talking about,
you
and
genuine,
that's
yeah,
not
you
a
know
good
what grape
thing.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about someone wants to come up and grape you. Do you think that's moral?
That's horrible. No, it's
It is
horrible.
horrible. Why? Why is it horrible?
Because you're snatching their soul, and it's gross.
Their soul?
And you shouldn't violate somebody like that or something like that for your own pleasure. And I get how
Right,
that's
I
an
agree, because they're having an
oxymoron onto what I'm
experience,
saying
right?
with my mouth pleasure.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
because
he's so
mouth pleasure is
close.
an animal.
I know, right? Exactly. So we should respect others' autonomy, right? We shouldn't
Yeah, I'm
consider
so
our
gross.
pleasure more important
So-
than our. Would you stop for a second? Can you, like, I thought we were seriously getting somewhere for a second.
I actually said that you're close because you're having like a spark of a thought there.
Yeah. So if we should respect each other's autonomy
Mouth
and not
pleasure is a
use
lot
each other
different
for
than the other
pleasure.
pleasure.
Oh my God, me! Hush! Hush! Why is it immoral to use someone for your pleasure without their consent? Why is that wrong?
Do you agree there's two different types of pleasure?
You can't
Is it
answer
just
me?
one pleasure
You can't
all
answer
around?
me? Can you answer me?
Is it answer me?
Why
It's
is
taste,
it wrong?
it's taste pleasure, bro.
Okay.
Please don't say mouth pleasure again. That's like uncomfortable.
You can call it whatever kind of pleasure you want.
Okay, exactly.
There's
It's
no
a sensory
difference.
pleasure.
Like
It's a
you-
sensory pleasure. Graping someone, sensory pleasure. Tasting someone, sensory pleasure. You can get everything you need from a plant-based diet. I don't need to grape someone to get my pleasure. I got my hands. There's plenty of toys out there. I don't need to use someone. You don't need
Do you
to take
get
someone's
sensory
life.
pleasure?
Me.
Do you get sensory pleasure?
You
from
don't need to eat animals. You're just using them for your pleasure, regardless of their
Is he with the
experiences.
other guys? Is he with the other guys?
He might be.
He's
No,
not.
do you get sensory pleasure from eating fruits and vegetables? Do you get sensory
Yeah,
pleasure?
but you know what? Fruits and vegetables aren't
But-
victims. They don't make preferences. And if you
They get
seriously
taste
think
pleasure.
they do,
You don't
Yeah.
know that. You don't
even
know
if-
that.
Me, shut up. Shut up. Even if plants were sentient, I would still go vegan because we grow fewer plants to feed a vegan person. Your animals that you eat plants, silly. There's more plants because of them, because they're eating them. If we stopped using animals, we could reduce our land use greatly. We could feed the world greatly. But you're too distracted to wipe out the 4% of wildlife that we have. 4. You're wiping out the tiny bit of wildlife that we have left.
Yep.
And they're free in their home. You're just pew-pewing someone who is living their life and wants to see the next day because you get entertainment out of cosplaying, sitting in the woods covered in pee, and then you take their life and you want to lick their insides. That sounds psychotic. You could just eat plants that don't have a preference. I'm kind of done talking to you. As soon as you start to say that plants are sentient.
This chat down here is wild. That guy was wild. And nobody that's an alpha male walks around talking about being an alpha male. That's what's funny about that.
Yeah.
That's what always cracks me up. These dudes are so
Every time.
lost.
Every
time. Are you talking about Skylar?
Oh yeah, plants have oxygen. Plants provide oxygen.
Yes.
Dude's got the
They can
power of
convert it.
observation.
I do want to point out something. So I saw 40-year-old vegan in here, which I really appreciate. Actually, he made a great comment, and I wanted to point at it earlier.
I'm not trying to convert anybody, Tommy.
No, in fact, everyone shares this principle already. We're just saying that you're living out of alignment with your own principles. But what 40-year-old vegan said that I really wanted to repeat, for those that care about human rights issues, humans are absolutely trafficked and abused and exploited in general for animal agriculture. And yes, also for plant agriculture. But again, we raise so many plants to feed the animals. So you have the humans being abused, raising the crops, which by the way, have way more pesticides and herbicides sprayed on them. So those people are being exposed to that, right? Then they feed those plants to the animals, which by the way, also bioaccumulates in the animal's body. So we have the humans being abused and exploited in the crops, and then the humans being exploited also in the animal ag. Because then they're also being trafficked and abused and taken care of.
And if you need an example, the Brazilian beef industry unalived some nuns that were protesting against deforestation. This happened years ago. I don't know if it was like 5 or 10 years ago. You can go look it up. But this is a thing that happened in Brazil. These nuns were a nun and a group of people were protesting deforestation by the beef industry, and the beef industry paid mercenaries to go unalive them all. So this stuff happens on a regular basis in Brazil. It's just as bad as the banana industry was back in the 70s, and all these big corporate capitalist industries that just impart violence on people to meet their capitalist goals.
Isn't that amazing that would happen in a huge Catholic, country, and that they're so into God, but yet they're okay with unaliving nuns? Makes no fucking
crazy.
sense.
It's insane that we live in a world like this. Like, I remember growing up thinking like a lot of this kind of stuff we'd gotten past, but I guess not. Hold on a second. I have someone being... Thank you, YouTube. Thank you to my mods. Please keep it the chat safe. I don't want anyone spamming, and I don't want anyone being sexist, racist, any of those harmful, discriminative patterns. Please block them or mute them. Anyway. So if you care about human rights, which is my whole point, the humans, especially even in the slaughterhouse, they have the highest turnover rate in all of the businesses that I know of. There's children in there. It's because the workers are... Yeah, it's because often the workers are disenfranchised people who can't get jobs elsewhere, and they have families that they're taking care of. And oftentimes they can get a little more income if they bring in some of their family to do some of the work. And so that's how you end up getting kids cleaning up slaughterhouses, sharp machines that are meant to pull bodies apart, and they're sweeping pools of blood around. Like,
their kids that's not home in bed doing their homework and sleeping, not 10-year-olds.
Yeah, they should be kids, not working in a slaughterhouse. That's disgusting. Nobody wants to do that job.
No, and those people do have PTSD. They do get PTSD.
Yep. In fact, if anybody does go and follow the 40-year-old vegan, he used to be what was it? An inspector. He used to inspect slaughterhouses. So he's a great resource to ever ask questions about slaughterhouses. He also goes live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, he knows more than we do. He's seen a lot. So he's a
and
good
it's more
resource
than
to
just
touch on.
it's more than just like that. It's more than just like the pigs I have down here in my yard were rescued from what I call mini pig scammers. Okay, and they didn't seem like horrible people. I mean, they didn't seem to know the pigs as well as I hoped and stuff. They seemed like animal abusers. I didn't know what to make of them, but I mean, at least they got the pig to somebody that could take care of it. You know, I try to look at the best in people anyway. So what people do is they get pot-belly pigs. And a pig doesn't grow like a dog. Like you get a dog, and that dog, like within 18 months, goes from like a puppy to like a full-grown dog almost. You know, it's got a little bit of growing left to do after that. Y'all know what it's like to see somebody's dog grow up. It happens way fast. And now a pig doesn't come full grown until like 4, 5 years old, something like that. So what they do is they will get pigs and breed them. So these people had 8 pigs, and they were all not fixed. Like, you know, you get a dog, you take it to the vet and you get it fixed. Like these pigs were not fixed. And my pig, when I got him, Chopper, the gray one, was very malnourished. He was really skinny and small, especially for his age and size. So what happens is people will go buy a mini pig, quote unquote, mini pig. And they will go and look up online a good resource about how to feed a pot-belly pig. And they find good information. They go start feeding the pig a regular diet, because what happened is that the mini pig scammers are malnourishing the pig. So they appear small, and they call him a mini pig. And, oh, this is how big he's going to get. But really, get it home, you start feeding it. These pigs are like what, 175 pounds now, I think. You know, some big strapping mountain girls come over and like do their farrier feed and stuff like that. And so what happens is people will buy the pig, they'll bring it home, and they'll feed it. There's one, if you go look up on like Facebook, like Esther the pig, and this is an example of that. That pig grew to be like 600 pounds. And they didn't want to get rid of the pig. They loved the pig because it was their pet. So they went and just bought a larger property, which basically what we did. We were living in the city, and we had rescued Chopper, and he was in the backyard just living the life. He lived under all these fruit and nut trees when we first got him. And he was back there just standing under the tree waiting for the nut to drop. He was so happy, and he got a little fat. He got a little overweight. That's another thing pot-bellied pig pirate. They don't really know how to take care of the pig. They'll feed it too much, gets overweight. Pigs can actually go fat blind. They gain too much weight, and their face gets so fat it pushes the eyes back into their head and stuff. So you have to give pigs like a really well-planned diet when you feed them. We feed them a lot of pumpkin and piggy kibble and vegetables, and every now and again we give them like a PB&J or something like that. And but that it's more than just like food. It's clothes, it's zoos, it's people, you know, taking 8 pigs on their property and trying to breed them and sell them as mini pigs. And then you find out that the whole mini pig, there's no such thing as a mini pig. A pot-belly pig, a full-grown 175-pound pig is a mini pig. That's what a mini pig is. That's how small the mini pig is. So, you know, beyond that, it's more than just food. It's not like about a diet, people. And I can see all these little Discord boys are still here.
Yeah, they're still here.
Yo.
Okay. Hi. Are you over 18? I feel like I'm okay.
I'm in college.
So why aren't you?
I just want to say
that's totally fine.
One sec. I just brought this person up because they're just in the chat being like, they're scared to talk to me. So I was like, all right, I'll bring you up, bro.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's cool. So
All right.
Casey, you said you're over 18, right?
I'm in college. I'm a freshman in college.
You're over 18, yes or no?
Yes, I'm 18. I'm in college.
Okay. Well, that doesn't mean anything. You could be really smart and be, you know, a young person in college.
All right, I just wanted to say, first of all, my smoke battery alarm just went off, so that might be in the background a little bit.
Okay.
So, first question is, why do you guys need 3 people?
Oh, but you didn't answer our question.
I'm just
Why
not
aren't you vegan?
personally.
Why not?
That's just what I believe in.
What do you believe in?
That I'm not a vegan.
Well, I believe that you're not a vegan, but why aren't you a vegan? Is it just something you haven't thought about, maybe? Oh, we can't hear you if you teacup.
Hello?
So why? Okay. We hear you now. If you leave the app, we can't hear you.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes. So why
so-
aren't you vegan? Is it because you haven't thought about it?
No.
What nutrient?
There protein.
You can get protein from plants.
Not as much though. It's not.
Yeah, you can. You can get all the protein you need. There are literal bodybuilders that are vegan. You can look them up on YouTube. They're coaches.
Okay. So
So you can get all your needed nutrition.
What
Do you
about
agree?
the farmers?
Do you agree? Casey,
About
do
what?
you agree that you can get all
About
your
what?
needed nutrition?
No.
What
Look how
nutrient
mad
can
you
you
get,
not?
though. Like you don't want to have a
Because
regular
you're
conversation. All you do is try to interrupt.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Good God. All you can do is mumble. Can you please stop for a second and actually have a conversation? What
Yeah, we're not
nutrient?
gonna play vegan bingo here. We're not gonna have you just rattle off whatever thought you can think of, and then just let you run the show. Like that's not how this works.
That's not how it works. So what nutrient? Can you name the nutrient, please?
Eggs.
That's not a nutrient, dude.
Eggs,
What?
meat,
That's
dairy.
not
they
a
all have
nutrient.
vitamin
Dude,
B12.
I just don't think you're equipped for this conversation. He finally got to something in the end, right when I hit him to kick him out. Finally, that is
Bro's
a
afraid
nutrient,
to
guys.
engage us. He's scared. He's scared he's gonna look stupid.
Yeah, eggs, vitamin eggs.
I didn't know eggs was a nutrient.
I need to get my vitamin egg in, man.
Yeah, we don't
too
need
funny.
anything from eggs. They're mostly saturated fat and cholesterol anyway.
Yeah, actually, I saw firm tofu has way more protein per calorie than eggs do. Like, when you look at how much protein is in something, you should compare it to how many calories it has. Because you don't have a weight limit of food that you eat in a day. You have a calorie limit, right? So if you just look at protein to calorie ratio, you can get all the protein you need with limited fat, which is lovely. Or you can choose things that have high fat if you want. Vegan diet allows that too. But like eggs, you don't need eggs. There's literally nothing in eggs that you need. You can get all those vitamins from plants though. A, D, B12 you have to get from bacteria.
Don't need
And-
the cholesterol.
Yeah, and even the chickens, the cows, the pigs, they're all supplemented. So just take the vitamin yourself instead of filtering it through someone else's body. Eggs are not essential. Exactly. Go ahead, Veggie, sorry.
Yeah, and most meat eaters are deficient.
Yeah, that's actually another great point to bring up. Most people, especially here in America, I'm sure in most countries this is the case too, but in America, I think it's something like over 90% of Americans are deficient in something. Something. And it's because
They
we don't know how to
make
eat.
supplements for vegans.
Fiber,
They
for
make
sure.
them people who eat meat.
Exactly. And supplements aren't bad. They work. That's why they exist. They're effective. There are different companies, and yeah, some of them are not good. Avoid those. Look them up. That's all I would say. Same thing with any animal product, right? There's going to be bad companies and good well, what you think are good companies. And if you purchase from the bad, you expect to get the bad. If you look for vitamins and you don't care about what company it is, you possibly might get something that's bad. But if you care, then just look. Just look. Google. We have so many easy tools. The tips of your fingers. It's really not that hard.
Yeah.
Instead of being a keyboard warrior and saying stupid stuff. Go
What were you going to say, Sierra?
It just reminds me the other day, my mom, she's not vegan. She's more of like a vegetarian, but she's like, I just know I don't get enough protein. I just know I don't. And I'm like, Mom, add up what you eat every day, and I'm telling you, you're getting enough protein. And she's like, no, I'm not. And then I like go through with her and like add up everything that she eats in a day. And she's like, oh, wow, I get over 50 grams of protein a day.
Well done. Not even trying.
And I'm like, yeah. Like, if you eat enough calories, you're going to get enough protein. That's what people don't realize.
Yep. Exactly. Just make sure you eat a variety of food. And it's not that hard. The vegan Daily Dozen is really a great place to start. It's a whole food plant-based diet. Yes, it's healthy, but it's just a great way to practice getting everything you need in a day so that you develop that habit. So that if you want to indulge in other foods, you know what you need and you don't have to worry about it. But that's if you want to be healthy. If you don't want to be healthy, you don't have to worry about it. But anyway, Frisia, your mom does the same thing. It's good to see you, Frisia. I didn't see you pop in.
Not to worry all the time.
All right, let's see if we got a request.
Yeah, soy milk is great just for getting 8 grams of protein per cup. Like, eat it in your cereal, in your coffee, whatever. And that's 8 grams of protein to start the day.
Yeah. Soy, honestly, is to me, is like a miracle food. It's got so much in it that it can replace. I'm like, when people say they don't like soy, I'm like, oh, the propaganda is working. Because I even swallowed that Kool-Aid. When I first went vegan, I actually avoided soy for the first 5 years because I was fearful that it caused health issues. But that just proves that you can be vegan without using soy. But at the same time, I'm just also displaying that the propaganda can fool anybody. So I get why people are regurgitating these fears, but they're not real. If you look at the science, that all will be revealed.
Look how long the meat industry has been, selling propaganda that's not true.
Yeah, how many times a day? Yeah, how many times a day do you have signs that are telling you, eat this animal byproduct, you need this to be successful
that's a really
and friendly?
interesting point because me and the wife don't watch broadcast TV at all. Like I do everything myself because I'm an IT guy. And when we leave, though, and we go like visit places, we'll stay at places that are like streaming regular broadcast TV. And like every commercial is like, a meaty McMeat with extra meat and cheese and come get it now or you're not a real man. And then like the other commercials that don't even have to do with meat have like a bunch of meat and eggs and dairy in them. Like it's all ingrained into the other like commercials. Yeah, bro, I mocked all of you by having a wife. That's right, Austin. All right. So anyway, what I was saying. So when we leave, like the TV is just, I think one of the things that got me there was the fact that when I stopped eating meat and went vegan, I don't think I had watched broadcast TV for like almost 10 years. So I didn't have that constant onslaught of eat meat and cheese and dairy and eat it and come get it and it's cheap and you should be eating it and blah 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 blah. And you turn on the news in the morning and they're like, we got the local farmer in here and we got the local eatery with their bacon, egg, and cheese and we got this and we got that. And like they're just like growing up, we watched Got Milk campaigns and beef, it's what's for dinner. And like these people talk about vegan propaganda. Like I actually have Ed Winter's book, Vegan Propaganda. I need to finish reading it. But like when not realizing that the real propaganda is a children's clown that sells death to your kids, death and diabetes. So, it's a wild world.
It's just so ingrained in our society. It's not even just TV, right? It's like the billboards and all of the fast food advertisements. And like you said, Got Milk advertisements. There's even, meat advertisements. And it's all funded by our government. And people don't realize that.
Well, they don't even have those milk commercials anymore. That milk does a body good. They haven't been on the air in years. They had to take them down.
Because someone called them out, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I think also the egg industry isn't allowed to call eggs a health food anymore because they're not healthy. They're so full of cholesterol and the nutrient to negative health outcome ratio is much greater towards negative health outcomes, so they can't say it's healthy.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We have a request. Who's requesting here? Miles, come on up. Hey, Miles, are you over 18?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
So this is my 2006.
I'm gonna let you, but I really don't. I have honestly strong feelings that you're probably a child. Why aren't you vegan yet?
That's good. This is just my. I still really love the taste of like meat as itself and eggs. Like I get why people are vegan, but you know.
Well, why are people vegan then? Why are
because
people
they don't
vegan?
agree with. They don't agree with the whole death of animals and like all that shit.
Oh,
What
did he
is
say he was?
He said he was born in 2006, so he's 19.
Okay.
So, do you know that the animals are sentient? Do you recognize that?
What's that mean? Sorry.
Sentience means the ability to have a subjective experience, which means they have their own experience of emotions like joy, loss, pain.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that means
that's not right. But
what's not right?
it's like just them.
So all I'm talking about
being
is
killed and
sentience.
stuff.
That animals are sentient. They care what happens to them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you recognize, I'm sure as well, that humans are also sentient.
Yeah. Like,
all right. Yeah. So we care about what happens to us.
A part of our natural life, just to eat animals.
Okay. So since we know that humans are sentient and animals are sentient, meaning we all care about what happens to us, what is stopping you from living a life where you respect others the way that you demand to be respected? And by that I mean, what's stopping you from leaving this conversation living vegan?
Well, I eat steak like 3 times a week. Like,
Miles, I really don't
honestly,
know if you're actually tracking. Are you actually tracking, or do you need to go back to class?
Might need to go back to class, eh?
Okay. Well, you have a good day. Ask your teachers why you shouldn't talk to strangers on the internet.
Hey, like, wake up, bro. You sound like you are sleeping.
Exactly. You sound like you're asleep and you're not really listening.
Too much of something.
It's time for a nap, I guess. All right. This might be a child. I'm always worried when there's no name. Period. Are you over 18?
I'm 20.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan
Do I
yet?
sound like a child?
You do.
Seriously?
You have a little bit of adult in your voice, but he sounds kind of young.
Yeah. I mean, pushing back already. I'm like, well, we clearly can't have a conversation. You're already distracted. Hey, Stoned Ape, are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 21.
Okay, why aren't you vegan yet?
I guess I just like to eat meat. I don't know.
Does taste pleasure justify violating someone?
No, so I believe you're right in that direction. But
Do you know
go ahead.
what veganism is?
Yeah, so the belief that those animals should be respected the same way we want to be respected, essentially. Is
That's pretty
the point
close.
we're making.
That's pretty close. It's basically just not demanding someone else's exploitation, because I can't stop all animal cruelty or even all racism, right? But I have a principle to not demand it, not be racist, and not demand animal exploitation.
Okay, yeah, so I have a question. So,
Okay.
in terms of when humans were more primitive, right?
No, it doesn't matter what we did in the past, but go ahead.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just trying to ask, when there's people in a survival situation where they don't have the luxury to be vegan, do you think it's a different kind of dynamic, or what's your
Well, again,
opinion
what
on
is
that?
veganism?
Well, you just explained it.
Right. If I can avoid demanding someone's exploitation, I do so. There are
But if
obviously
you can't avoid
understandable so there are obviously understandable situations in self-defense, right? or in extreme necessity, where you're going to either lose great amount of quality of life where you might even perish. Of course, I could justify unaliving a human baby in that situation, but that doesn't mean that when I have choice that I have the right to demand that babies be born into existence for me to consume for my pleasure.
Yeah,
So
fair
if
enough.
if someone is out there surviving, you know, I would love to talk to them. I think they can still be vegan because it's a mindset. Even if you're in a survival situation, you can recognize that a human baby is sentient, still cares about what happens to them. So it's still immoral to take their life, but it's understandable if I'm in a survival situation.
Okay, see, that's what I wanted to kind of cover. So, like whether you thought it was understandable or not.
But the point is necessity. Just because somebody is struggling and can't get everything, that doesn't give people who have choice an excuse. If anything, it actually increases the urgency that those that can go vegan now, because when you participate in that capitalism, you're going to bring down the cost of those products because you're increasing the demand. So then that product becomes more available for those that it wasn't available to before. Oops.
So, do you have any sort of research in terms of the health aspects of a vegan diet?
There are two large academy groups, the largest groups of dietitians and people who focus on how diet affects your health. The first one's called the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. They have come out twice now and said that a vegan diet is safe and healthy, and that it's even preventative to many of our chronic ailments like cardiovascular disease, diabetes. It's known to even reduce Alzheimer's symptoms. So you can absolutely thrive on a plant-based diet, and they go over thousands of studies. So it's not even just one study, it's thousands. So I would look up the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. There's also any other dietetic association of any Western country. They all say a vegan diet is safe and healthy and you can get everything you need. So that's my evidence.
Nice. I'll definitely check those sources out after this. So I heard you speaking about.
Hold on 1 second. What'd you say, Lori?
Saying this is from birth until death. It's every age.
Yeah, it's good, safe and healthy for all stages of life. Go ahead, Stoned.
Yeah, so I heard you speaking about lowering cholesterol levels. I didn't listen too much into it because I had basically just joined the live, but I believe there is a misconception that cholesterol is bad for you when that's not necessarily true, especially in people that are not overweight.
It is bad for you. It is bad for you.
Cholesterol is not bad for you if you're not overweight.
Eating cholesterol is not healthy for you. But even if you want to eat cholesterol, you can find a vegan cholesterol supplement. They exist. So if you genuinely want to, you can.
But saying cholesterol is bad for you just doesn't make sense. Like
I don't care.
You have high density
you can go eat cholesterol. Are you listening?
Are you
listening? Are you listening?
I am listening.
I don't care. You can get cholesterol from a plant-based source. It may not be plants, but it won't be animal-based. You can get that. It will be vegan. So if you genuinely feel like you want to get cholesterol, you can still do it on a vegan diet.
Yeah, I'm not denying. I'm not denying that you can.
So then why are you bringing it up?
Because I just think that it's misinformation to say that cholesterol.
I'm not talking about cholesterol. What am I talking about?
But you
it's
did
not
say
misinformation to say that cholesterol is bad.
It is
dude.
though,
It's not misinformation. It's not. It's not.
And you have low.
It's not. It doesn't matter what you say, bro. Knock it off. Stop spreading misinformation, please.
What are you talking about? I just named you. I just gave you
Your body makes all the cholesterol it needs.
I don't understand. I know this is a recent thing that came out. I think it came out on someone's podcast. Someone said that men specifically need to eat cholesterol. I heard this recently being passed around. I'm like, this is going to kill men. Unalive. Sorry, TikTok.
It's literally the lead cause of coronary incidents amongst men. This is like it's that good news about your bad habits. Like I can't even eat cholesterol. Like I can't even eat it. Like I was at the doctor before I stopped eating meat. The doctor was asked he's like, are you still putting cream in your coffee? That's like how serious the cholesterol situation is. And this isn't just like big dudes like me. Like I know skinny dudes that like once your
Yeah.
lipoprotein, once your LDL reaches a certain level, you actually become diabetic. It's more related to your diabetes is more related to your cholesterol level than it is to your sugar levels. Okay, so
Right.
so dude on here is just saying dangerous things, spreading misinformation,
And like
and
you
as some
said, some guys can be extremely skinny and have high cholesterol. You know, just because they look skinny doesn't mean they don't have high cholesterol.
and it's more than just LDL. It's like triglycerides too. Like
Yeah.
my family has like some unique issue where we get like crazy high cholesterol for triglycerides, but it doesn't like, I guess other people would have major problems, but we have some weird thing with our blood. My grandpa had it. He had like some crazy like 800 or 900 triglycerides. I remember when I went, mine was at like 500 or something, and they were like, I was like, all right. And it wasn't even about like animals. I was like, I just don't want to have this conversation. So I stopped eating all the animal products. Because
Yeah, I'd
that's
be
where it
scared
was
too.
coming from. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
they were just like, well, that was a great decision for you. And then they were like, now I just need to like exercise and like lose some weight and stuff. But I'm getting less grief from the doctors and stuff. You know what I
Way
mean?
to
But
go.
really, once you made that change, which nobody really, but the medical community encouraged me to make, you start walking through the store and suddenly like the meat department becomes like the dead body parts department, and like you kind of start noticing it, and things like smell different, and like you're starting to noticing like when you're cooking in your kitchen, there's a lot less sanitization requirements, and
Yeah.
like all these things come together, and then like the wife and kid are like they're big animal lovers, and I'm like, how can we keep doing this if we're not doing that, and like stuff like that. So anyway, yeah.
No, exactly.
And
Yeah.
cholesterol is not healthy for you, and saying that it causes no problems is dangerous rhetoric that's pushed literally directly from the meat industry. And these guys are no better. It's just like a bunch of basic bros just soaking up basic bro philosophy.
Yeah. It kind of makes me think of that phrase, cutting off their nose to spite their face. Like they think that they're like spiting us and they're spiting the system.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm going to eat all these animals. And it's like, you're killing yourself or unaliving yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
And
It
people
really,
online
I'm
like eating
genuinely,
butter and
yes. So I'm terrified that there's going to be a time. I know that there's benefits to this, but I never wish unaliving on anybody really, even if they make me really mad. And maybe I say it, but I know I genuinely don't feel it. And it's going to be a really sad day when seriously people just start croaking over in like their 60s because they ate this way. Like it's going to be a huge waterfall of humans that have just
some of
passed
these
their freaking
people
arteries.
some of these people are having problems way before that. They get a month or 2, 3 months in of just eating like just a straight like meat and butter and fat, and they're eating like coconut oil and stuff like that. And like they go to their doctor, and the doctor's like, what are you like? I was doing like what was considered supposed to be like a paleo, like a good paleo diet or whatever. And I'd never really dieted before that. I was always a skinny dude, and then I got kind of old and slow. And
Yeah, it happens.
and that was like very heavy vegetable though too. That was like included a lot of good veg, but it was like just one of those weird like kitschy stupid like trend diets, and I think that's really what did it for me. I think really I can trace the moment is when I was making like liver, and I was just so grossed out that I wanted to stop eating meat. And I think that just kind of cascaded from that, because it's all just gross. And I started thinking about how like gross it is to handle all that stuff, and how you have to like sanitize and bleach everything afterwards so nobody gets sick. It's like it's gross. It's not fun. There's all these animals involved. It's just all these guys are
totally.
These people in the chat are wild. Yeah,
And
raw liver and butter, and my doctor says I'm very healthy.
Milk, or you said coconut milk or coconut
oil?
Coconut oil. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, I little consequence.
Yeah, and Donna, that happens,
Sorry, guys. Hold on. I knocked my light down because it died, and I was trying to plug it in and it fell over. So then everything shut off for a second. So I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
You guys can keep talking if you want. I just need to grab this power thing. Oh, of course, it's all twisted. This is what happens when I'm in my bedroom. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so going off of the cholesterol conversation, I had blood work like a year ago, and the doctor said to keep doing whatever I can diet need to add more cholesterol to their diet. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's so silly. Even if new science was coming out to say, oh, cholesterol might be healthier, it's like we have so much more information that says it does the opposite. If you overindulge, it makes you sick.
Exactly.
Okay, I think I got everything back.
Saturated fat and cholesterol is in everything people eat all the time, and they don't even realize it. Fast food, all that stuff. Tons of saturated fat and cholesterol and salt and sugar. That's basically all you're getting from that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not safe.
And other chemicals. Some chemicals.
I'm almost sure that most dietitians and doctors, I keep hearing these stories where they're like, my doctor is begging me to get off of my carnivorous diet. And they're like, I'm just going to get a new doctor. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's a smart doctor.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna drop the good doctor, and I'm gonna
find a bad doctor.
Yeah. Hey, Don, I saw you in there.
Hello.
You can come up.
That says it's okay to eat.
Hey, Cash. Yeah. Hey, Cash, are you over 18?
Yes, I am 18.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Because you can get over 15 micronutrients without meat.
Okay, so should I kick dogs for fun?
What?
Should I kick dogs for fun?
No.
Right, I agree. Why should I not kick dogs for fun?
I mean, honestly, if you want to, no one's gonna stop you.
If I was standing in front of you and I start kicking a dog, would you say that's moral?
Morals, do morals even exist in nature?
I'm asking you, Cash, really? Really?
I mean,
if I was standing in front of you, really? Cash, can you not answer? Well, you sound like you're kind of dumb, so we'll move on. We gotta talk to somebody who has some kind of a brain. Oh, we already talked to you, actually. I don't want to talk to you. All right, well, there might be someone that pops up, and I'm gonna kick them as soon as they pop up, but I don't see their icon, so. Yeah, someone who has to sit there and think that if they saw a human kicking a dog in front of them, oh, but morals are subjective. Dude, you're either someone we need a red flag on, or you're being dishonest, which I'm going to go with the latter because you don't sound like you're psychotic.
I remind them, I'm like, the subject here is confining animals against their will for no reason. Okay, so let's start over. Like those guys. So morals, those guys are really interesting. It's something to debate bros say a lot. And either way, it's like it's a cop out. The morals are subjective, and the other one that gets me in other groups that I hang out in is the no ethical consumption under capitalism. It's those two phrases. They're such cop out phrases. So first of all, Just because morals are subjective doesn't mean that we pluck our morals out of thin air or make them up on a whim. We make our morals based off of consensus and conversation and what we see and what's right and wrong. It can be subjective, but for the most part, most people agree on some basic morals. Okay, they're, like I said, they're not plucked from thin air and they're not made up, and those guys act like they are. And it's the same thing with no ethical consumption. So my question to those people that I say often is, do you think that all consumption is equally unethical? Okay,
That's
because
true.
that will kind of start a better conversation with them, because they try to use that as a cop out, just like there's no morals or morality subjective as a cop out. And I put that on my atheist and my leftist friends for being willfully ignorant and trying to use a cop out when people are trying to having a real conversation about what's going on in society.
Yeah, what I usually turn to is saying, well, do you think people should respect you? If I walk past you, should I, do what I want to you? Or should I know that you're sentient and that my pleasure, whatever it is, doesn't matter more than what you care about your life? That's where I think, honestly, a lot of our ideas about moral come from. How do I want to be respected? Do I want people to do what they want to me? Or do I want them to stay away from me and ask my consent first? Because usually people agree with that. Don't mess with me. I'm living my life. I'm in here. If we should respect you, the best way you can demonstrate how we should respect you is by respecting others the way that you want to be respected, by not invading their privacy or their autonomy or their lives unless you absolutely needed to. Alfie? Oh, okay. Maybe they're not coming up. Hey, Donna, I didn't even say hello to you. Welcome up. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Yes, I'm over 18.
Yes.
And I know Lori. I don't think you and I have actually talked. Maybe we have. I've had high cholesterol my whole adult life, and I've been vegan for 40 years. So weight does have something to do with it. Genetics has something to do with it. The way you eat, and I know that I was not ever, always a healthy vegan, and I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to hear any backlash from anybody. I've definitely, made my diet a lot more plant-based.
Oh, Donna, are you not vegan?
I'm sorry, not. When I say plant-based, I meant vegan eating.
Oh, no, that's fine. You used it correctly. It's just, I suddenly became like, wait, did something happen and I didn't know about it? Okay.
No, I was just talking about the diet part because I don't consider the diet part the whole vegan
It's
lifestyle.
not. You said your words right. I had a silly moment. I'm sorry.
I just so I did have to go on a statin. It lowered my my cholesterol a lot. And one thing he said to me, I went to the heart doctor, 2 weeks ago, and it went down to like 90. So after being like 230, 250 all these years. And one thing he did say to me is you have to do more exercise. He did want me to take CQ10 supplement, which did not work. So I looked up Dr. McGregor, and he gave me a few, he told about a few things to eat, like almond, like once a month. Oh, not an almond, excuse me. A Brazilian nut once a month. And then there was this other thing I'd have to go in the kitchen, which I just sprinkle on my cereal. And it should help with your cholesterol, and also plant-based eating. That's really what it does. But my part right now is I have to get into exercising. So, I just, I want to clarify, that one guy in there said he eats, 10 eggs a day, which is disgusting. He's eating 10 periods a day. We women know.
Yeah, that guy's going to keel over. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
You saw what I put there, right?
I didn't see what your response was to it. What was it?
You're a heart attack waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. He is packing those arteries as much as he can.
Well, honestly, if I wasn't on eating plant-based, being vegan, okay, I'm clarifying that, I probably would have. I know. Now I'm like, what do I say? If I wasn't eating more whole foods, I would have probably been unalived years and years ago because, I had high cholesterol to begin with. And it was when I first became vegan, I don't know how long I was vegan. I went to the doctor and it was like over 300. He was freaking out. He was like, how could this be? This is not possible. You don't eat any cholesterol. So it is genetic sometimes, and you have to be really careful with it. And hold on one second. I didn't want to go in here. When I went to see him in the office, he said, now you can't eat shellfish. I said, well, I don't eat that. And he said, you shouldn't eat any red meat. And this is in the 80s, mind you, okay? He's like, well, you shouldn't eat shellfish. You shouldn't eat, this and that. And I wasn't eating any of them. We were just kind of laughing, So if I had been eating that, I would have been like gone. That's really the bottom line. And that's all I wanted to say. I can jump off now if you need more space. But I just wanted to, that guy is cuckoo.
Yeah. I'm only going to be up for another hour, so it may not be a big deal. So you can hang out if you like.
Right,
I do try to keep 3 vegans, but I like all you guys.
We haven't talked before. So.
I can take a break. I got work to do anyway, and it's been nice getting up. And Don, I saw you in the chat. I'm so happy to hear that. My doctor told me that I had to make a drastic lifestyle change or go on statins, so I just stopped that all, like I said. And then that snowballed into full blown veganism. Nobody converted me, guys. Nobody's trying to convert you. We're not your mom. We're not your parents.
This actually reminds me. So you guys brought up something really poignant that I'd learned about. There were studies done on this where they found that if you are consuming animal products, you're less likely to be open to that change and even be aware that the animals are conscious and that they, you have less care for that if you're consuming animal products. If you take a break off of animal products and then watch Dominion, you're going to be watching it without the influence of that cognitive dissonance in your gut. Because apparently the study showed it was students given beef jerky and other students given nuts. And then they were told about, I think, cows and other farm animals about their cognitive abilities and how intelligent they really are. And those that had consumed the beef jerky everyone was given a questionnaire later, didn't rank the animals as very intelligent, whereas the ones that consumed nuts were more willing to accept that animals are intelligent and, have subjective experiences. So it's amazing how much that influences the way that we think, that cognitive dissonance of, I'm getting a benefit though, and that benefit was so tasty and fresh in my mind. I don't want to think about, what that's causing and maybe if I need to make change. So it's interesting that you guys did it for health and then that kind of detoxed you and then you learned about the animals, actual emotions and such. Not that you didn't know before, but it's it really locks in. Then you're like, this is actually my principle to not use them, to not abuse them. I don't know what I was thinking before. So I think it's that cognitive dissonance of still consuming animal products. And I don't know if you guys have been on YouTube. Obviously, YouTubers over here, you guys know. But there's a guy named That Chip Guy on YouTube, and he does this really great idea where I haven't been doing it today, but he'll ask people to watch Dominion and he asks them to do a plant-based challenge before they watch Dominion. So to not use animal products until they watch it. And I think that's a great idea because it's kind of like what you guys naturally did. So they take a break from using animals, watch what's happening, and then react honestly from it. But I just wanted to point out, because you guys actually brought it up in different ways, how health led you to animal rights. The same thing happened to me. I read a book that you get skinny by not eating animals, and it also said not drinking. It was a couple other, it was all about getting skinny. But once I had done that, I was much more open to watching documentaries and learning more about it because, I wasn't conflicted with this, I'm benefiting from it feeling. So I just
there's
want
a
to point
certain
that out.
point on the journey where you realize that it's not just about you. It's about the animals. It's about I don't want to be there for my kid when he's older, in a wheelchair on an oxygen tank. I want to be standing there, walking around and talking. My parents are all oxygen tanks and stuff like that. And like my granddad died like suffering from diabetes, and it was all type 2, and it was all lifestyle choices. And these are the same people that told me my whole life not to smoke. I like quit smoking, quit drinking. Like, I mean, mostly quit drinking, but barely drink anymore. Like barely eat. I eat food and I just need to start moving a lot. So basically today I'm going for a walk, and I've been going for walks.
Yay.
Everybody eat some plants and get your steps in and have a great day.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I have to correct you on one thing. I actually became vegan because of the animals, and then it became health
and then
issue.
it became health. I gotcha.
I became
well, I'm
vegan
glad that
one
it's
day.
I'm still glad that it gave you health benefits. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Well, then I'm sorry I misunderstood that it wasn't the other way. But that study is still out there. I don't remember the title of it. It's on my computer. But there is a study where they, like I said, they looked at students and they gave them beef jerky and the nuts. And so that cognitive dissonance is really strong. And I always think about that when I'm talking to people, and hearing a lot of people that went from health to vegan. I imagine that's probably what was happening, is detoxing and realizing, oh, I'm not living in alignment with my own principles. Well, we have some requests. I can bring them up. I can't see your whole name. I blames you. Are you over 18?
What's up? Yeah, I'm over 18.
Okay. Why aren't you vegan yet?
Because I do a lot of sport and I need meat.
What do you need from meat?
The natural ingredients like creatine,
You don't need
zinc.
creatine. You can get
Yes,
zinc from
of course.
plants.
No, but not as good as from
Yeah, just as good.
animals. No,
Just as good.
No,
Yep.
because of amino acids.
No, you
They
can get
aren't
everything
as
you
good
need on a
in
plant-based.
plants.
Are you willing to hear information that says you're wrong?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics is the largest group of dietitians, people who focus on how nutrition affects your health. And they state that a vegan diet is safe and healthy for all stages of life, and is even preventative to heart disease, diabetes, and reduces Alzheimer's symptoms. So now
Yeah,
that
you
you
are
know,
from-
so
you are
now that
from
you
US,
know,
right?
so now that you know that you can get everything you can on a vegan diet, everything you need. What's stopping you from living vegan?
Yeah, to go
What's
on
veganism
what
mean?
you said.
What's veganism mean?
One question. You are from US, right?
What's veganism mean?
Yeah.
What's
to don't
veganism
harm
mean?
Animals. To don't abuse
Okay.
animals, I think.
That's not what it means, but you're onto something of the right line. It's about not demanding someone else's exploitation. So if you were in a cage and I could benefit from you being in the cage, I wouldn't participate in supporting you being in that cage. I wouldn't demand that you be in that cage.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so does that align with your own principles? Would you, if you saw someone in a cage and they were selling the benefits of that person being in the cage, would you pay for it? Whatever that benefit is?
No, but I would say
Why not?
that we are, as humans, we aren't as advanced as we think we are.
Okay, so what justifies using animals the way we do?
That it's natural and we consume
Not
it
natural.
since million years.
Farming is
Yes,
not
it
natural.
is.
Farming is not
Yeah,
natural.
farming
That is
isn't natural. But
Farming is a
we
man-made
cannot
thing.
hunt. Yeah,
What?
it's a man-made thing, but
Okay, so it's
But
not
we
natural,
cannot-
so you clearly don't care about nature. Why are you not vegan?
No. I care about nature, but I think most vegans don't.
I don't care about natural. I use a phone. I live in a house. I wear clothing.
Yeah,
None of
yeah.
this is natural. Are you sitting naked in the middle of the woods?
No, but we
Okay,
have
so you
like,
don't care about natural either. What morally justifies removing animals' heads and separating their families? Why are you supporting that?
Yeah, look.
No. There's no look. There's you answering questions or me moving on. So if you can't answer my questions, I'll just move on. And taking individuals' lives who wanted to live for taste pleasure. What justifies that? Can you answer? Can you answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the mass industry isn't natural at all. I agree at that point.
Stop saying natural. It's not about natural. Why aren't you
Yeah,
vegan?
but it's about healthy. You say healthy.
You can be
and
healthy. We already
means
covered
natural.
this. Can you understand me?
Yeah, I understand you.
Okay.
Perfect.
What did I say in the beginning? You already brought up nutrition. What did I say to that?
Yeah, that we can take all our nutrition things from a vegan diet. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so stop bringing in health. Stop bringing health. Health is up to you. Do you want to be healthy?
Yeah.
Look up how to be healthy.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But you're from
you can
US,
follow
right?
You can follow this. You can follow this. This is actually based off diets from poorer countries. Beans and rice.
Yeah, but
whatever's
but
in
you're
season.
from US, right? So
it doesn't matter where I'm from.
Yeah.
Whole food, plant-based diet. You can eat your local fruits and vegetables that are in season. You can eat canned fruits and vegetables. You can eat frozen fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, but
I want to abuse animals. I like to abuse animals.
No.
I'm an animal abuser. That's all I'm hearing. I don't think you're actually here to have a conversation. I think you're here to just whataboutism. And I'm really over it. I don't care. Oh, I'm sorry, 40. I didn't mean to, there we go. I didn't mean to invite you. I must have accidentally tapped that. Alfie, I don't want to talk to you. I think that you're one of those trolls again. Well, I don't have anyone requesting. I would like, I would like some legitimate requests, not people that are just like, oh, but I Googled that you can't get creatine on a vegan diet. Creatine is not essential. Creatine you can still get on a I have creatine in my kitchen right now. Fully vegan. You can get vegan creatine. I don't know why people are so focused. It's because it's Google. They're just Googling what can't you get on a vegan diet, and they go, oh, some vegans struggle at getting these things. It's like, those things have been covered now. Fortified foods, vitamins. We have everything. It's crazy.
I just, there's somebody named R, and there's, somebody named R who's talking about veganism is detrimental to the environment.
Oh, I mean, if you care about the environment, you would still go vegan. If we stopped animal agriculture, we'll reduce ag land use by 75%. That's the land equivalency of America and Brazil together. All that land we don't need to use for agriculture anymore. We could use it for solar power. We could rewild it. We could give it back to the original stewards that were living there, right? Whatever we do, we don't need to use it anymore. And we can still at the same time feed 10 billion humans. So we'll have a greener planet, healthier people, and no one being subjugated to exploitation. No more slavery to animals. That's what a vegan world would hold for us. It'd be benefits for everybody.
Do you ever make your lives about, because all the lives I hear are about the diet, but I really should be focused. This is my opinion. I can't tell you what to do with your lives because you're doing great. But I sometimes would like to hear the other ethics, like entertainment and clothes and and
most people I end up talking to are already against like testing on animals, and they at least tell me that they're against animals in entertainment. But I think that people do misunderstand like zoos and even circuses where they think these animals are happy. Right. That, like they get lots of cuddles and they're actually friends with whoever's making them do the tricks, or, or the fact that they use animals that are much more passive and docile, like beagles, to test on. Right. Yeah. And they breed those dogs just like they do any farm animal. And in fact, those dogs are considered livestock. They're not even protected under the same animal welfare laws. It's pretty wild.
Somebody just questioned me. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. It does move kind of fast sometimes.
Oh, wait. AZ said go to the UK, do your liberal diet there. No.
Why
I've
the
gone
UK?
there. I know.
Yeah, why do we have to go to the UK? Why can't we just be where we live and eat how we eat? I don't understand.
Oh, vegans need to move back to Europe. That's an interesting one.
It's funny because not all vegans are European. I mean, I know I'm white. I know that I have European, lineage, but the Black community is one of the largest, fastest growing communities in the vegan community. So what's that comment mean?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to say that all vegans are white, but it's like, we're not.
No, not at all.
Oh, also, exactly, Elvin, thank you. There's also vegans that are indigenous, and AZ is definitely ignoring them. Don't tell us what to eat.
Right?
Okay, maybe I missed what they're saying. I'm not a colonial. The vegan diet can often be similar to what poorer nations have access to, the beans and the rice, whatever local in-season fruits and vegetables are available. You don't belong here. Well, that's rude. Oh, you're the same person that made the European comment, I see. So you're racist and probably other harmful discriminative prejudice.
Maybe they've seen me before. I'm Jewish. I'm a Jew, so maybe that's it.
Well,
I don't know.
they shouldn't be holding that against you. That's not okay.
I don't know. I give up. I give up on these things.
Maybe they should be reported.
Yeah, if that's what they're doing.
Maybe they should be reported. Can they be reported for that?
I don't know. We'll do it anyway.
If I eat coyote, raccoon, deer.
Wow, we're invaders.
AZ, stop. Stop. You're the one that's being racist. I really don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
What is your heritage, AZ? I'm curious.
Yeah, maybe we can look it up.
I'd like to know what your heritage is.
Yeah. AZ, it doesn't matter about your background. It's just about you as an individual. How do you want to be treated yourself? Do you want people to look at you as an object or respect you as the sentient being that you are? Same thing for the animals. Do you think they want to be treated like an object or just, respected to the point where you just don't exploit them? Let them do what they want to do.
Sounds like they are Native American, but anyway.
Oh, they're Native themselves?
Well, they said you unalived my people and took my land, but maybe there's something else. We don't know.
But maybe some of my ancestors were evil pieces of crap, right? What do you want me to do? I already advocate where I can that we should give back land to the natural stewards that were there before. I can communicate with my representatives to have more tribal representation, which I do. I don't know what else to do, though. What else can I do? I don't live in Europe. My family is not in Europe. I do have family, I guess, in Germany. I could try to burden them to do this big move, but me moving won't give you back land. In fact, it'll just be probably occupied by another white person.
And AZ, I bet we have more in common than not, especially when it comes to that. So, open your eyes up a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm always willing to try to be better than I was yesterday. So if there's something I'm not doing or maybe it's something I'm doing that's causing harm, I want to know about it, right? If I can do something if I'm doing something right now that's causing you, AZ, directly some kind of exploitation or oppression, I'm not going to do that if I find out about it. But me telling you that animals are sentient and don't want to be used and that you don't need to use them because we can get everything from a plant-based lifestyle, that's not oppression. That's me telling you the facts and you're upset by it.
He's saying some weird stuff, so I don't know.
I didn't use you. You are rich because you stole from me.
Have you had Alfie Mills up?
Yeah, I did.
Already?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, they're requesting back, I think. Okay.
Alfie Mills, if you have a question, put it in the chat. I know we spoke before, And most of the people today have just been trolls. So if you genuinely have something you want to say, put it in the chat. And if it's genuine, I'll bring you back up. I just don't want to deal with you anymore if you're being a troll. I want to talk to people that are genuine, people that agree that kicking a dog for fun is wrong, right? Those are the people I want to talk to because they understand.
Mm-hmm.
People that sit there and hem and haw if it's okay to kick a dog, you're either being disingenuous or you're showing that you have psychopathy. There's some issues. You need to go talk to somebody. It's a big deal. And I think that everybody honestly could do with talk therapy, but when you're on the verge of possibly being dangerous, please reach out to somebody, you know. Hey, Chip, what's up?
Hello. What about kicking a dog for tradition? Is that okay?
Well, that's okay. Tradition's fine. You've been doing it so long. I mean, what can you say?
Yeah, right.
Sorry, if anybody doesn't catch my sarcasm, tradition doesn't justify it.
I think
Go ahead,
you and
Donna.
I have the same sense of humor.
Yeah, probably. I just didn't. Sometimes I'm sarcastic, and I'm like, you know what? There are those people that can't read sarcasm, so got to be clear. Let's see. Alfie, why are you still requesting?
everyone
Go ahead,
agrees-
sorry.
Everyone agrees with us that the only way to be a moral person is to be vegan. Or
Yeah.
that the only way to respect animals is to be vegan. Correct. Thank you, everybody,
I
for
guess so.
agreeing.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Let's get a number on this, in fact. Maybe this might get some more engagement. Let's do the number thing. If you're vegan, type 1 in the chat, both YouTube and TikTok. If you're vegan, type 1. If you're anything else, type 2. You're a vegan, hit 1. If you're anything else, hit 2. I don't know if I chat in here?
Is the 40-year-old been vegan for 40 years, or are they 40 years old and vegan? I'm confused with that.
I don't know. Hey, David, what's the meaning behind your name, if you're able to sum it up in a sentence? I thought it was when he was vegan, or 40. When he was 40, that's when he made the account, but I don't know. Same name. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm trying to look at my YouTube, but they're like 30 seconds behind, so. All right. Number 2 means crap. I guess. Okay, so we do have some non-vegans in the YouTube chat. Okay, I see you guys. It looks like we're all, there's a 3 and a 2 and a 2 and a 2. Okay, so we got some non-vegans in here. Hey guys, appreciate you being in here. If you're not vegan and you're over 18, you're welcome to come up here. I only get mean if you're disingenuous. If you come up here just right out the gate being rude, I might meet you at your energy, but I genuinely would prefer to just talk to somebody. Did David say what his name? Steve Carl Fan. Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, is that the motivation behind your
we
name?
had somebody in the chat. We had somebody in the chat here on TikTok say that plants miss 15 essential micronutrients. Do you mind enumerating them? I don't want to be
remember
sick,
who it was?
so can you please tell me?
Yeah, please.
Death Rider Slime.
Death Rider, death.rider.slime. That's a good name.
Can you please tell me? I don't want to be sick, man. And I am a nutritionist, but apparently my certification and all the data that I have is wrong. So please enlighten me.
Yeah, please. I would love to know. I sent him an invite. Come on up, Death Rider. I sent you an invite. I see your picture. Is that you or who you idolize? Isn't that the guy that ate a raw squirrel in front of Earthling Ed or Joey Carbstrong? Pretty sure it was. Oh, he left. Okay. Oh, no, there he is. Yeah, your picture, either you look like that guy or you are that guy. Oh, he keeps denying. He doesn't want to come up. He's too scared. I'd rather talk in chat. Are you that scared? Like, if you want, I'll not talk. There's 3 vegans up here.
They
I know I
might
can
be like a paid shill. Like these paid shills don't have the courage usually to have a conversation with us. They just come in and say nonsense.
Yeah, or he's not
Yeah,
the real
that's true.
person.
That's true.
He's using a name or something.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember the person though that's in that image. Death Rider, who's the person in your image? Can you remind me? I can't remember their name. It's like Savage or something like that.
Death Rider, I triple dare you.
Death Rider is working, okay? Sure, he has time to write on TikTok, but he's working.
Thank you, TVP. That's the name I was looking for. That's the name of the person he's got in his profile picture. I never know how to pronounce it though. I always say Savage, Savage. I don't know, something like that. That guy like ate a raw squirrel. I think it was Joey Carbstrong or something. What was that?
You said Gotus? What does that mean? Gotus.
I don't know. Gotist.
Oh wait, who's
the person in my Oh, he's just saying that the person in his picture, he likes that person. He really looks up to them, which honestly, that person, I feel bad for. Every time I watch them, they're hard to watch because, that's his real name? Gotus? Interesting. That is a very unique name. But that guy, I feel bad for. I think he's going through stuff constantly and he doesn't have the help that he needs because he just seems like he's a little unhinged. And I just feel bad for people like that because I'm like, you need someone to help you. You're confused by all the thoughts you're having and you're having a lot of thoughts. And you're going out and telling the world that they should think like you. And that's terrifying. You should do research before you just jump out with an idea. You can harm people. But anyway, he's one of those people that thinks you can eat just raw animals, like any raw animal anywhere. You can just grab a squirrel and eat them. It's gross.
Wait, Cass, we're not on top of the food chain, actually.
Yeah, that's really good.
By any means.
We're like down here.
There's no such thing as a food chain.
I just dare them to go in the wild without any, weapons, if I can say that word, and see how top of the food chain we are.
Yeah. Oops.
So let me ask, do we have no weapons? Do humans have weapons? Well, she said if she dares me to go out into the wild without weapons.
Without weapons, yeah.
Yeah, see, then I can just make a spear.
That's a weapon.
I said no weapons. I said no weapons.
Hold
said no weapons. Go out there with your bare hands and see how high up on the food chain you are.
Okay, but do us humans work like that?
No, not making weapons. All right, without a weapon, without anything.
That's being unrealistic.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Well, okay.
No, it's not.
So how did humans end up killing animals in the past? How do we end up doing that? Did that just magically happen? Did that magically happen, or did we create weapons, evolve, and then work our way to where we are today?
And you haven't responded. I asked you, go on. Well, I didn't ask. I said, go on out into the wild without any weapons and see how well you do. We are not on top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Except we have weapons, Donna. Be realistic.
From the butt up.
Except we have weapons, Donna.
You catch the animal. You start from the butt up, and
except we have weapons, Donna. Be realistic. Stop living in the fairy tale land.
But that's, spirit.
That's a fairy tale land. That's not real, Donna. We live in the real world. We have weapons.
But Cast, do you think that might makes right?
Well, would make you right how? Because we are at the top of the food chain.
Does might make right?
Does might make right?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean?
Do you think that because you have power, that means you have the right to oppress somebody?
Well, in the world we live in today, it seems to be the case because we let patriarchy rule the system. So I would say the answer is yes, on a societal level, yes.
Oh, okay. So you think oppression is okay as long as you have power,
I
right?
didn't say it's okay. It's acceptable.
Oh, so is it moral or is it immoral?
It's immoral, but morals are subjective to each person, so it really depends.
Okay, according to your moral values, is it okay to oppress somebody because you have power over them?
No, not to me, no.
Okay, so then why would it matter if you're top of the food chain then? Because that just essentially, according to you, by the way, the food chain has nothing to do with power, but according to you, the food chain is a power system. So you having power over somebody does not give you the justification to oppress them. So
No.
why would the food chain matter?
Well, my only point, that's going off my point anyway. I just said we're at the top of the food chain, and if you were reading the rest of my comment section, I was talking on a few topics, but you seem to like to specify in the food chain. So I'm going to go back to my original.
So why would it matter?
Comment.
Why would the food chain matter? You brought it up.
It was, as I said, if you read my other comments, you would understand.
So does it matter or not?
Well, it doesn't really matter towards what I said. No, it doesn't.
Okay. So you just brought up the food chain because it's something that doesn't really matter or have anything to do with the subject. So you just brought it up like that, right?
Okay, so let me go back on subject for you then. What's your name? That's Chai, is it? Chip guy. Okay, sorry. I'll go back on topic. So, I have two questions that I asked at the beginning. First of all, the prompt is, why aren't you vegan yet? Why is it, why aren't you vegan yet? Is there some superiority to being vegan?
Well, first of all,
That's my first question.
Being vegan is a position where you reject oppression. I would argue somebody asking, why the hell are you oppressing, or why aren't you stopping the oppression, is kind of a rational question. Yeah, you should probably be vegan. You should probably not oppress animals because you don't need to.
Right. Okay. Let me give. Okay, that's a funny one. So you're saying humans have oppressed for eternity?
No, you are.
Essentially.
No.
We've eaten
in
meat
a situation.
For eternity.
Yeah, no, just you, because you don't need to do this to animals. Humans, through maybe from other places,
to do what?
maybe in other times.
I don't do anything.
They
to animals.
needed to oppress animals, but you right now
I don't do anything
are
to
going
animals.
into a supermarket and are paying for an animal.
How do you
to
know I
be
go to a
exploited
supermarket and
and
buy my
slaughtered.
food? How do you know? I'm from Ireland, bro. I get it from a farmer. I get it from a farm across the road, lad.
Yeah, oh, perfect. You go to a farm and you
Yeah.
pay for an animal to be exploited and slaughtered. Thank you for proving my point.
Slaughtered? No. It's killed quite humanely. Chicken.
Oh, so it's not slaughtered? Do you think killing is not slaughtering?
Well, it depends. I would more correspond slaughtering to a very violent and also painful experience.
Oh,
for the
yes.
animal.
Please explain to me how killing is not violent. Please tell me how killing can happen without any form of violence.
So are you saying the death penalty for a murder is essentially
Yeah.
violence? Is it wrong?
Yes, of course it's violent. Yes.
And you're against the death penalty. So I'm
Of course I'm against the
Right,
death
that's
penalty.
good,
What the
that's
fuck
good.
are you saying? But that has nothing to do with what we're discussing here. Because you see, the death penalty is applied to people who are guilty. So at least you can form some form of justification for that. But right now, you are killing innocent sentient beings because simply you like to do it, or because you've always done it, or because you get some form of taste.
because
pleasure
meat
out of
is
it.
part of the human diet. Believe it
Well,
or not.
it's not part of my diet, and I'm
Okay,
healthy, so you can be healthy. Do you think
that's
you
my
can be
po- that's
healthy
my
without
exact
consuming
point.
animal products?
That's my exact point. I
Do you
don't
think you
care.
can be healthy without
you don't
consuming
want a
animal
part of your
products?
diet. If you don't want
Do you
a
think
part
you
of your
can be
diet-
healthy without consuming animal products?
You can, but it's not very easy. It's
Okay,
actually
so if you
much
can be
harder.
healthy without consuming animal products, what more justifies exploiting and slaughtering sentient beings for optional products?
Well, as I'm born African, I'm raised with meat in my diet system. I mean, it's probably half the reason that I'm eating meat my entire life. My mother comes from Zimbabwe, which is also a third world country, and a lot of the dietitians.
but you don't
come
live
from
there,
the
right?
world.
You have options. So right
Yeah,
now
I
you're
do,
saying,
but I choose my options, and the same thing.
oh yeah, so you make a choice. So what morally justifies choosing to
veganism
oppress
is extremely
animals?
expensive in an economy.
So what morally justifies choosing to oppress animals?
I don't oppress animals. I just told you.
Oh, you just cut their throat. You just pay somebody to cut their throat so that you can eat their flesh. You're right. That's not oppression.
Okay,
Oppression
let me ask. What
is not killing, taking somebody's life simply because you want to.
The clothes you're wearing right now, yeah? The clothes you're wearing right now, where are they made?
They're cotton.
Where are they made?
One is made in the Netherlands. Another one is made in Romania. Another one is made in Germany.
Okay, what
and
brand?
the
What
socks
brand are
are
you wearing?
made in.
What brand are you wearing?
Oh, there's no brand, no.
So,
I
and
don't buy
you're
brand clothes.
100% certain that everything on you is not by made for
Yeah.
exploitation, because your host is wearing a pair of
100%, yeah.
headphones that are probably made in China, made by a child in China.
What are you speaking on right
I'm
now? Which
speaking
device
about
are you speaking on right now?
deflecting. He's
you're
deflecting.
You're not
You're
being
Which device are you speaking on right
It's not
now?
deflection. I talk about consistency. You're not being
Oh,
consistent.
but we-
deflecting.
I'm talking about
what is
exploiting
my
animals.
What,
I'm gonna
what
go
am I
back.
not being
I'm-
consistent
hey,
with?
Listen, can I just wait? Can I just
What?
go back to the beginning when you came
The
up
metal
here?
on your face is mined out of a mine that slaves worked in. I'm talking to
Can
the
I
host
go
now.
back and
So,
ask?
what's the point?
Listen, Cast, shush for a second. Can I
You're
go
very
back?
inconsistent. You're just
No,
inconsistent.
no, you're just
Not at all.
deflecting. Just please listen to me.
Ma.
You said that you would go into, oh, he's gone. I was just going to say that, he made this big deal that he would go into the woods and make a weapon. I don't know if you can say that word. There's a lot of people that have been unalived either on safaris because they're being stupid, and also bike riders like out in California. You hear about it all the time. We are not the superior. We're not, the hierarchy is not us. It's not.
If it's just about weapons, then that means colonialist countries that invaded other countries that maybe didn't have the same technology. That was right. Because they had better weapons, right? That's what his argument was. I can make a better weapon, therefore might makes right. I can force myself on someone. He's just saying that's okay. That's moral and disgusting, really. That's really gross. Oh, my mic's not good? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you well. I guess maybe it's an.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, maybe they're messing with me on YouTube. Sometimes they do that. But,
I don't know if Lewis would do that, though.
yeah, that's true. I don't know if Lewis would do that. It's probably because your mic no good. I don't know. Oh, I moved away. Oh, it's good now? Okay. Thank you, Lewis. Maybe it's because I probably covered it or something at some point. Okay. Well, that's okay. I forgot my point. The whole point is, though, that guy was just trying to push that it's okay to use animals, and he wasn't willing to listen to us. That really frustrates me.
Can I also explain one small thing about people not understanding this idea? A system that contains exploitation, which is a system where you buy maybe electronics, clothes, whatever this person is saying, is a system that if you, let's say, boycott it, the system's not going to change. Take, for instance, if my phone is assembled in a factory in China by children and I boycott and I no longer buy this phone, let's say, right? I still am all for ethical consumerism, FYI, but just making a point right now. So
it's not inherent in the phone to have. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. But it's not inherent for the phone, right? Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not. So the idea is that if I don't buy this phone, children, let's imagine that nobody buys this phone. That factory will no longer make that phone. It doesn't mean that the child labor will stop. It just means that the child labor will move to something else. So child labor is an issue of a systemic matter, which is there, and we should definitely speak up for it and speak up and reject it and try to do your best in that situation. But when it comes to a product that inherently depends on exploitation, like any form of animal product, then rejecting it will stop the exploitation because it depends on it. It's as simple as that.
100%. That is exactly it. Every time that comes up, oh, your phone, oh, the metal in your face, your headphones, whatever. Yes. What I try to do, since knowing that the buying electronics drains on the world's resources and is often made in places that we don't actually even know how it's being made, I agree that we should reduce our electronics. But sadly, here in the West, you do need electronics to live. My partner actually went without a cell phone for 2 years, and then he got in a really nasty accident. He couldn't contact me. I had to go looking for him. He couldn't even call a tow truck. Like, it's a big deal to not have, it's not safe to not have a phone. You can survive, barely. There's a good chance that you'll get hurt and you won't be able to call for help, which is the benefit of having a phone.
You can't be a citizen.
They don't have payphones anymore.
Yeah, that's true too.
Anymore.
What was you saying, Chip?
Oh, I'm just saying in the Netherlands, it's mandatory to have a phone. You need it.
Is it?
Yeah, you can't, not if you, so I guess if you're a citizen here and you are already registered, there's no problem. But in order to register, you need a phone, so...
Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, right there, that shows you, exactly. You're going to need some kind of phone or electronic. Like, maybe as a kid, you don't need one, but definitely when you get out into the world, you're going to need one. So,
and I guarantee you, these people that are saying you have a phone that's made in China, blah, 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 I bet you they have a phone.
I mean, they're on TikTok. They got to be on something. Right. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, yeah, at the time.
And even if...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Even if
it's at 11:30.
Oh, 11:30. Yeah, do you have to, is it mandatory because of the weather there? Or something, Chip?
Sorry, guys.
No, not necessarily. In order to register, everything, the whole system is pretty well made, but everything is online and stuff.
Oh.
So you definitely need to be able to get online. I think there might be a possibility to do it without it also, but I just don't want to imagine how difficult that would be.
I was going to say, do you have public libraries?
We do have public libraries, yeah.
Are there computers there?
Yeah.
That might be a way to do it, but that would be really annoying to have to always go to the library to use the internet, which is what some people do, but that is not convenient, and it wouldn't help you if you need to go across town. You know, like, that's just not doable. Whereas, like, what we're talking about is direct exploitation. I mean, we've been talking about this electronic, and I'm sorry, that's my fault. I keep talking about it. But you know, the animal exploitation, as you've already pointed out, direct exploitation, directly demanding someone lose everything, their freedom, their family, their autonomy, their life. Ultimately, it's just a phone doesn't do that.
And even if I were a hypocrite, me being a hypocrite does not make the argument against veganism true. It's still like, because if it did, that would be an appeal to hypocrisy, which is a logical fallacy.
Yeah,
so it doesn't really matter. It has no relevance in the conversation, but we try to be nice about it.
Well, if Little Mustache Man had said we shouldn't abuse children, right? Even though Mustache Man is very wrong about a lot of things, him saying that statement doesn't make that statement false, that we should respect children. Just an example. It doesn't matter if someone's a hypocrite or a terrible person. The statement is what we're talking about. The veganism. I'm sorry, Lori, I didn't mean to talk over you, though.
But, you know, the other thing is, if it wasn't for phones, we wouldn't be able to show what's going on, you know, as much.
That's true. That's why a lot of vegans do have more modern technology right now, is because they're using it to expose what's happening to animals. And I agree, that's also a justification to purchase an electronic, to raise awareness. And the thing is that we're even advocating for the humans right now, right? We're saying, yes, electronics do have some bad side effects. If you can, reduce your electronic use, buy refurbished, buy used, try to use yours as long as possible. But it's not a direct exploitation. It's sadly a byproduct of capitalism, really. And as Chip said, if we stop buying the phones, the factory will just build other things. So the issue isn't, I mean, you can object to using that phone, but using old technology that you now realize might have had that, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the choices you make after learning about that, what you do, and weighing out what is worth what you're demanding. But again, a phone doesn't demand that someone be exploited. Animal products demand someone be exploited. You can make a phone without slavery. You can't make animal products without exploiting an animal. It's just that simple. Well, guys,
you
right?
have to go?
Well, yeah, I have to go. So the only reason I'm going right now is because I have to take my companion kitty to the vet. Yeah, she's okay. She just keeps hiding under the bed, and that's kind of a red flag. And I just want to make sure everything's checked out. You know, with the holidays and stuff, she kind of got scared, and I think she thinks people are always coming over now. But just want to rule out any medical things. So
that's a smart.
So I'm going to end it here.
Yeah,
there is one person now in the queue, by the way.
I did see that. Like, if I could, I would bring them up, and then if we could do it under 10 minutes, because I have to leave no later than 11, because my appointment's at 11:30, and I have to make sure I get her all packed up. I don't think that guy knew he requested. He was in the middle of beating it, I guess.
What the fuck is
probably?
Sorry, what's wrong with
I don't know, man. What is wrong with people?
I guess.
He felt that he wanted to go up on an account publicly.
And he did. He was half naked up there.
He is. Oh my God, guys. Well, that was kind of a funny note to end on, I guess.
I'm coming on here more often.
So, are you back on Wednesday? You back Wednesday?
I'll think about Wednesday. I've been taking Wednesdays off because I'm editing videos, and I'm trying to edit videos for other people at the same time. But if I'm able to, I'll do it. Yeah, Mondays and Fridays for sure. So I'll be here for sure Friday afternoon, and then Saturday I'll be live on anti-animal use. I'm considering just doing anti-animal use the whole time instead of switching between the accounts, because anti-animal use shot up in views. That was awesome. So anti-animal use will start at 10 a.m. and we'll go until 2 p.m. And we'll see if that, having a longer stream is better for us. But we're going to talk to people face to face, and
Yeah, on Friday too. On Friday.
Not on Friday. Friday will be on here on TikTok, but Saturday we'll be on the streets of Portland asking people about fairness. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I just want to say, before anyone leaves, I want you to follow all the vegans that are up here on the panel. Okay. They're all awesome vegans. Check out Lori, Two Spirit Veg. She's often on other vegans' lives, and she just is a plethora of information. Just lovely person to talk to if you have questions, but definitely follow her. You can see other vegans that go live. And then we've got Donna Z. Please go check her out. A great animal rights advocate. She's always speaking up for the animals. I haven't seen your content lately, actually. I need to go look at stuff. TikTok doesn't always suggest my friends' stuff to me anymore. I don't know why.
Well, I haven't.
So.
Like, I post
Okay.
a lot about animal rights, but I also post a lot about travel because that's what I do.
Awesome. Yeah, so there you go. If you're traveling and you don't know how to do that vegan, dude, check out Donna's stuff. That's fantastic. You do that. That's a niche that definitely needs to be filled. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, I just want to go travel. And I feel like if I'm on a diet that I'll be restricted from enjoying my travels. So I'm glad that you're creating that niche for people to learn from. That's awesome. Please go follow Donna. And then above her is that chip guy. Please go follow that chip guy. He does what I do on Discord, and he also interviews people on the streets. And he's in Amsterdam, so honestly, he gets a really good collection of people because they travel in there. So you get some Americans, you get some that are locals, and you get some that are just from anywhere. So you get a perspective of the whole world. Please go check him out. Did you want to add anything?
Follow me in person. Don't follow me in person. Just follow me online.
Follow him on YouTube. He's a great YouTuber. Definitely check out his stuff. He goes live often, but just check out his lives. Check out his shorts too. He's got great little videos that are clipped up, which is nice. Takes a lot of effort. I appreciate you putting those up. I know it takes it. Also, Vegan Heretic, I see you in the chat. I just want to throw this out there. All these Christians that think their religion is holding them back, go check out Vegan Heretic's works. He talks about veganism and how it actually correlates well with Christianity. So if you genuinely feel like your religion is holding you back, go check him out. He has a book on it too. Yeah. It's good to see you in here. And then 40-year-old vegan. I'm going to just keep shouting out everybody. I probably need to go though. But 40-year-old vegan, I'm going to throw you last in there. Please go check him out. He goes live in front of slaughterhouses. He's actually a part of what's called Project Livestream. Anti-animal use will be on that December 19th. So this month. Go follow the 40-year-old vegan though. Awesome advocate. And Big Nick was up here. Please go follow him. He's got a little micro sanctuary of babies, so you can see them and hear him talk about them and their habits. Yeah, he's such a great advocate. He's always standing up for those individuals, so please go check out all these vegans. Hey, you're still in the chat.
We'll see you Friday.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll see you Friday. And thank you all. Thank you guys for my panel. Thank you guys for coming up here. I really appreciate having the backup. It means a lot.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
You did great without us.
Well, I mean, today was a little more rough. I was more rough and tough with people, but there was a lot of debate bros that I was just like, okay, you're wasting my time.
Cholesterol
happens.
Oh,
yeah.
So, all right. Thank you. Nice chatting with you.
Yeah, thank you for coming up. And thank you to my YouTube. Thank you everyone in there for keeping the chat safe. And my TikTok. Thank you guys to my mods for keeping the chat safe and, keeping people engaged, talking to them about veganism. That's a big deal. So thank you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a great vegan day. Yes, go check out the challenges, the vegan challenges. Check out my resources. Take a screenshot, please. Thank you. I appreciate the hearts. Thank you guys. Thank you, Fifi. Oh, I see you. Fifi the Deaf Vegan's in there.
Oh, yeah,
oh my God, we got all the vegans here.
She's my favorite. She's my sister.
Yeah. Oh, she's great. I love you guys. Okay, guys, I gotta go take care of my baby. You all have a great day. Go find another vegan to watch, okay? Someone is live right now, I'm sure of it. And if not now, soon. So go look for a vegan to go follow, ask questions, and